Welcome everyone to the Return of the Knicks podcast, watch along play by play. Tonight, our inner city rivals, the Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks go on to Brooklyn to take on the Brooklyn Nets there. I want to salute everyone in the chat. Salute to A to Z, to salute to Maria, salute to Nick 100 AGM. I hope you guys are all doing well. We're getting ready to rock and roll. The Knicks come in with a record of 11-9 versus the Brooklyn Nets, a record of 14-6. First time we see our rivals this year, and we'll have a different starting lineup. We have a different starting lineup for the Knicks. Kemba Walker, we all know the big news. Kemba Walker no longer in the starting lineup. They decided to go a different direction, the New York Knicks, and it'll be interesting to see how the New York Knicks react and looks with Burks at the starting point guard position. Kemba Walker out of the rotation. We Have you watched the Return of the Knicks podcast? To salute to A to Z Media Z, and Chef Dan. We spoke about it a day, ironically, a whole entire day prior to it, and 24 hours later, a move was made. I'm not saying we were influential in it, but we saw the writing on the wall. We saw it. We spoke about it, and we were concerned. And of course, I got enough. We saw the New York Knicks organization was concerned as well, and they made a move there. So we shall see tonight's matchup. I do not have the New York Knicks starting lineup. I don't know if RJ Barrett will be playing tonight. He was under the weather. He came up on the report not feeling well, so we'll see. And what's going on, Mike Smith? What's going on, my man, Mike Smith from back in the day, back from the home? He goes, who would you want to get him for in a realistic trade? I don't know. It's a tough one. BP, what's going on? Do you think Kemba Walker? They're probably just gonna get him maybe for someone else's flyer. Like, I'm not saying that type of player, but another type of player that maybe has a bad. We might have to take a bad deal back. Someone who has a bad contract, and or if they do unload Kemba Walker's $9 million for the next 2 years, $18 million, and we might have to act the first round pick to it, or a good second round pick, 2 second round picks. Who knows? That's for them to be realistically known. It was a eye-opening, a sad way for Kemba to finish his career, but we saw the handwriting on the wall there. But hopefully he's going to be in the roster. He's going to be with the Knicks. Let's see that he bounce back. Let's see. He's going to have an opportunity to try to get back in the starting rotation, but we shall see if he works through it. I think Thibodeau is just trying to test to see if this kid could move it around defensively. He was a deficiency in the defense, the size-wise, determination and heart. I don't believe Kemba Walker has a lot of that. Heart and determination, but right now the skill set is a little low. But we shall see there how Kemba Walker will react to this out of the rotation if he's going to persevere. But like every true Bronx Knight person, always goes up every hill, every obstacle, and we roll up our sleeves and like a true New Yorker and show our grittiness. So hopefully, we shall see what Kemba Walker is going to do here. He's going to take his ball and go home, or he's going to fight and try to force the narrative and get into back in the favor and graces of the Knicks organization and the coaching staff. We shall see. There's still plenty of basketball left here. And moment for now that he's not on the starting lineup, it might be okay. It might be a good, step back, slow the pace down, and we shall see there. So we'll get ready to go. And salute to everyone in the watch along. Thank you for joining me. And we'll get the starting lineup once I'm told that it's about to begin. I'm going to be about a few seconds behind due to I got to stream through the streaming apps, not directly from TNT. So I got to go through the streaming app, through the direct TNT app. So it'll be interesting to see tonight's matchup. The first matchup in Brooklyn this night. You got. I'm glad we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight because they got Reggie Miller and Kevin Holland on the call. So salute. Chef Dan will be in the building a little bit later, and we usually get the usuals in here. So Kevin Durant last Saturday against the Suns, he had 39 points. Man, hopefully he doesn't start heating up and knocking us out with some shots here. I hope they can contain him tonight. So, and also Harden had 14 assists on Saturday. So that's going to be the two matchups. You stop these two horses, get them in some trouble, put some pressure. It's going to be interesting to see how the Knicks they're going to be up for the challenge. Derrick Rose looks like he's going to play tonight. Looks he's suited up. So we shall see there. It looks like Evan Fournier and RJ Barrett is in full clothing. So he'll be on there. Chef Dan, what's going on, man?
Salute to you, Kev. Salute to the chat. I hope everyone, is having a great day. You see, we got a new starting lineup because some things had to change. We had to make some adjustments, but we here. We here in Brooklyn now. Let's start this. Let's start this off right, man.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So then once they get the tip off, I'm behind a little bit, so we'll get going here.
So you want me to take the first quarter?
Um, go ahead. But at the starting lineup is Alex Burks, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, and for the Brooklyn Nets, Patty Mills, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Durant, and the Adrian Bembry. So we'll get that going in a minute.
Most definitely, as the Knicks win the tip, Mitchell Robinson controlled it over to Burks. Burks over to Fournier. Fournier over on the corner. He passes it off to Mitch. Mitch over to RJ. RJ now to Julius. Julius, he's got Durant on him. He's working. Almost coughs it up, but Fournier gets it. 3 on the shot clock. Fournier, nice mid-range shot. So the Knicks score the first points. The score is 2-0. Knicks lead with 11:29 in the first quarter. James Harden brings the ball up, passes it to Aldridge. Aldridge over to Mills. Mills kicks it off to Harden. Harden drives and misses the floater. Knicks with the rebound. RJ running it out, passes it to Fournier. Fournier sidestep three and off the mark. Durant bringing it up. Durant passes the ball off to Harden. Harden back to to Aldridge. Aldridge and misses the shot. RJ with the rebound, and he's pushing the pace. RJ gets the pick, drives off to RJ gets the nice floater near the rim. So the score is 4-0 with 10:36 left in the first quarter. As James
Did we lose you?
I'm back. All right, the Knicks have a 4-0 lead. I'm sorry, I'm buffering right now. Julius passed it back to RJ. RJ kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier for corner three, misses, but RJ with the offensive rebound gets the floater, misses it. Nets with the rebound. Patty Mills pushing the ball, kicks it out, driving, and I think Bembry to Mills. Mills gets the layup, so the score is 4-2 with 9:48 left in the first. Knicks leading by 2. Burks has the ball. He's dribbling into the paint. Layup misses. James Harden.
Oh, and he throws up. Are you all right, Shazam? You good?
Yeah, I'm buffering in and out right now. So the score is 4-4 right now with 9:21 left in the first. Knicks bringing the ball up. Burks has the ball tightly defended, kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier over to Julius as he was falling out of bounds. Julius step back mid range. Nice. High arcing over Durant. Great shot by Julius. 6-4 with 8:57 left. And Nets with a turnover. Alex Burks with some great defense. Passes it over to Julius. Julius to Mitch. Mitch cutting hard, and they reward him. The score is 8-4 with 8:42 left in the first quarter. James Harden has the ball. He's bringing the ball up, defended by Burks. And the defensive pace here, we're noticing the difference immediately. As James Harden, he's surveying with the dribble, comes right back out to the perimeter. 4 left on the shot clock, step back three, and he gets it. So James Harden on the board right now. The score is 8-7. Knicks up by 1 with 8:14 left in the first. Alec Burks dribbling along the perimeter, drives, and he gets fouled by LaMarcus Aldridge. So Alec Burks will be heading to the line. Score is 8-7 with 8:02 left in the first quarter. You got to tell me, Jedi, what you're seeing out of this game right now.
I'm frozen. Sorry.
Nah, but we can still hear
That's why
you.
I haven't.
Nah, we can still hear you.
Yeah.
You talk
Oh,
to us. As Alex Burks misses the first free throw, the score is 8-7 with 8:02 left in the first quarter. Um, right now we're seeing why Tibbs made the switch over from Kemba to Alec Burks. The defensive intensity is there as Alec Burks makes the second free throw, so the score is 9-7 with 8:01 left in the first. Brooklyn inbounds the ball. James Harden has it, top of the key, kicks it over to Aldridge. Aldridge finds Harden again. Harden step back three, and he nails it. So the score is 10-9. Brooklyn has the lead by 1 point with 7:40 left in the first quarter. RJ, he brings the ball up and calls a timeout as Tibbs is seeing some things he doesn't like, seeing some things he do like, so he's going to make some adjustments. But yeah, salute to everyone. This is a nice pace game we're seeing right now. Seems like the Knicks defense is kind of keeping them in the game as far as in control of with the offensive weapons that Brooklyn is known to have. We see Patty Mills, he's finally got on the board. Uh, James Harden, he has 8 points for the night. He's the leading scorer for the Nets. So with it's a variety of scoring right now. As far as the Knicks go, Alec Burks he's starting to assert himself by taking drives to the paint. But I like what Julius is doing right now. He's kind of making quicker decisions, knowing he has Kevin Durant on him, and that height is going to be a bother for him. We see Julius right now making much quicker decisions, not only with the pass but also with his offense. Salute to you, Palma Coco. Salute to you in the chat. I see you out here. James He. This is the one. Oh man, this is crazy. This is a rarity right now. The very first time that James He is saluting for the Knicks, and it's to beat Brooklyn. James, he's never really been a supporter of the Knicks. He seems to hate the Knicks when they're matching up against anyone. So hopefully we take this as a good luck charm. Thank you very much, James.
hopefully I can get back in there. Salute.
No, you're right. You're right here.
Pop my coco. What's going on? And oh wow, look at this,
Yeah,
James.
that's I just
James.
pointed out.
Whoa, salute, James. Welcome back. I appreciate seeing you there. Tonight you going for the Knicks.
That's
We finally
rare.
found a common enemy.
Yeah,
But definitely, Pop coco in the building. Salute, salute to my main man.
so, Jedi, you got to tell me as far as the defense from this team, what are you seeing right now?
They're rotating right now. It's still early, but they're rotating. You see them moving. They're rotating. They're moving their feet. They're getting into the right location. And as of right now, is that's what we want. That's what we wanted. Maybe guys are feeling they could rotate and move around, and maybe a little bit of a worry because I mean, Kemba wasn't that bad on the defense, but I understand. Maybe they overthought about it, but just to see them rotate, it looks good. It looks okay. It looks good. Let's see. Remember, it's a 48-minute game. We'll see how they continue to move and continue to rotate. And I like it so far.
Most definitely. So you got to tell me as far as the Nets, who we're seeing that James Harden has gotten off to a hot start right now. 8 points. He's the leading scorer. But we know Kevin Durant is going to come along at any point. What are you seeing from their offense right now that may be a little bit worrying or things of that nature?
In Brooklyn side,
Yeah.
well, what there could be worrisome that since it's the Harden taking over here right now, the other role players could be stagnant. Pretty soon Harden's going to need to sit down on a rest, and we know Kevin Durant can ramp it up. But let's say Kevin Durant doesn't have a night tonight. It happens.
Ooh.
You'll be in trouble. Well, go ahead. That's a
Yeah,
game.
I'm sorry. It's a nice
Yes, sir.
move. Randall got the ball, passed it over to Mitch. Mitch has he runs to the basket. takes a finger roll off the glass and gets it in. The Knicks 11-10, and Randall, nice defense, gets in the passing lane, picks up the ball, passes it over to Burks. Burks for three, cash, splash, it's all in. Burks with his first three-pointer of the night. The score is 14-10. Knicks up by 4. Kevin Durant rises mid-range, misses it. Mitchell Robinson with the rebound, passes it over to Julius. Julius kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier over to Rose. Rose to Mitchell Robinson. And Robinson with the bank is open for Mitchell Robinson right now. Score 16-10 with 6:37 left in the first quarter. Knicks up by 6 as LaMarcus Aldridge has the ball, passes it to Harden. Harden double team, kicks it over to Aldridge. Aldridge baseline jumper, misses it. Randall with the rebound. Randall's calling out a play as he runs up the court. We see the birthday boy right now. He's enjoying his time on the court. Passes it over to Rose. Rose driving and gets the floater. So the Knicks have a lead right now of 8 points. The score is 18-10. Knicks on a 9-0 run in the last minute. It's James Harden. He's calling out his play. Goes to the paint. Floater off the glass is good, and he's heading to the free throw line. Score is 18-12 with 5:58 left in the first. James Harden heading to the line. The Knicks in a lead right now by 6 points. James Harden heading to the line right now. Seems like this guy is he's the offense he's the offense they need right now to kind of kick things off for them. But how do you figure we stop James Harden as a score? He makes the free throw. Score is 18-13. Burks has the ball, calls for a screen, kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier driving. Oh, nice move by Fournier. And he gets the bounce off the glass. Score is 20-13. And Julius Randle, he's in the passing lanes yet again. The ball is going to return over to Brooklyn side with 5:40 left in the first quarter. But Julius Randle, he's doing the little things right now. So Knicks double the points in the paints and on the game, 12-6. James Harden has the ball, kicks it over Durant. Durant for three, misses it, and Knicks have the rebound. They're pushing the pace. Fournier kicks it over and stolen. He was trying to pass it to Rose, but the pass was telegraphed, and Nets all out in transition. Cam Thomas with the steal passes it over to Bruce Brown, I believe, and Bruce Brown got the layup. So the score is 20-15, 5:11 left. Alec Burks another three, high and off the back rim. Nets with the rebound. So James Harden bringing it up. He's dribbling, defended against Julius, but they're calling a foul.
It's a good, quick pace right now in both teams.
Most definitely. James Harden is heading to the line. So he's the leading scorer, and Kev, you got to tell me, man, how are we stopping James? What are we doing to stop him or slow him down?
You know what? You allow him to get his because he allowed him to get his. That was a bad call on the 4:58 mark on Harden when he goes to the line there. I'm at that part of the game. You allow him to get his. Don't allow his teammates to get in there. Get involved because when it comes down to the fourth quarter close game, he's going to be out of gas, or his teammates won't be able to pick up because they're not going to be in the flow of the motion. You got one of these two got to go off, and you take the lace to both feet. You try to contain. Well, salute. What's going on, man?
Salute to you, Knicks Gas Oracle, man, a heavy supporter. Salute to you, bro. Is James Harden at the line, makes the first free throw. Makes the second, and I believe he made the third as well, all three. So 2018, Knicks up by 2. Burks, mid-range shot. Oh, nice shooters bounce, rolled in and out off the backboard and in. The score is 22-18. Durant kicks it over to Aldridge in a pick and roll go, and Aldridge with a clear lane to the basket just dunks it. Scores 22-20 with 4:38 left in the first. Mike, RJ didn't get hurt, but he's not feeling you know all too good. He's under the weather right now, so I guess Tibbs is gonna have a short leash with him. Julius is on the block by himself. Quasi double team, picks up the dribble, fadeaway shot, high off the backboard. Nets with the rebound. James Harden bringing the ball up. He's driving into the paint, picks up the dribble over to Durant. Durant over to Harden. Harden driving, and they're calling a foul again.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough there. The refs the way they guarding the ball. I'm calling the game. Excuse me, because I'm watching on my end.
Yeah. So James Harden is heading to the line again.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I
That's
know, but
James Harden.
at the very least, remember they were supposed to slow down all the forays. They were supposed to slow down all the whistles, especially because he tends to initiate the contact.
Yeah.
As he made the first free throw, misses the second free throw. Noel with the rebound over to Randall. Randall over to Burks. Burks bringing the ball up. Burks fixed the three over to Julius. Julius top of the key over to Burks. Burks wing three, front rim, no good. Harden with the rebound. He's bringing the ball up. Drives, kicks out to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas gets the three. So the score is 22-24. Brooklyn leads by two. 3:25 left in the first, and Tibbs calls a timeout.
I'm like 25 seconds behind you guys. Wow. The rookie, the neophyte, Cam Thomas hitting a corner three there,
Hmm.
wide open. I thought he'll have a much good season for that reason. The way these guys dish and cut to the basket. Surprised that his averages are so low. He struggles a little this year.
But then again, because they have a whole, a room full of veterans, essentially the rookie, he's an odd man out. They're gonna essentially just treat him like, well, he doesn't really know and things of that nature. Because he doesn't. He's a rookie.
Yeah. But yeah, he was so prominent coming out of LSU. Definitely a lot of. He was known for his offensive game. They're still in timeout. Let's see if they give me any stats. Well, yeah, the Brooklyn Nets are shooting 3 out of 4 from 3 point land at 75%. Knicks are 1 of 5, 20% from 3 point land. They're shooting 58.8% though on Brooklyn's floor, 10 out of 17. Brooklyn's shooting 57.1, 8 out of 14 from the field. The Knicks are rebounding the Brooklyn Nets 8-6. When they also have one offensive rebounds, haven't given up any. The Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets are tied at a 6 assists apiece. Brooklyn has a block. Knicks have 2 steals. Brooklyn one. Knicks only have one turnover so far and two for Brooklyn. But one turnover with Burks at the point guard. It's a big plus, a big improvement so far. But we still got a lot left in the quarter. But with one turnover, you really gotta like that. And the Knicks have 12 points in the paint to Brooklyn's 10.
Most definitely, as we see James Harden starting to attack the rim a lot more, and that's kind of causing the driving kick opportunities for him. That's what we just saw with Cam Thomas right there. I see Nick's Gas Oracle says he's sick of Reggie Miller. Me too. That's why I have the game on mute. I'm not listening to Reggie Miller calling Nick's game. Great passing by Randall and good spacing by Mitch. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of great passes by Randall right now, but I'm also enjoying the aggressiveness I'm seeing by Mitch. Mitch, he's kind of okay with being 1 to 2 steps away from the paint and getting there. off the catch, you still get one, you still get your 2 steps to the paint. If you do nothing with it after that, then it's on you. But you still, after the catch, you have a chance to go to the paint without dribbling, especially in a pick and roll type action.
Right. Absolutely. And are they not yet back from the commercial? They will be. Well, that's one thing about the nationally televised games. The commercials are quite lengthy,
Yeah, they do a lot of commercials for the nationally televised games.
and it is lengthy.
So mine's just starting to return back.
It should be coming any minute now. Remember, I'm always 25 seconds behind. But one turnover so far. I really am encouraged right now. Just the one turnover.
Most definitely. This Derrick Rose has the ball, takes the three, front rim. Oh, IQ with the offensive rebound. Oh, Emmanuel. He gets a screen from Noel, but then rejects it. Drive step back, mid range. Oh, Noel almost had the offensive rebound, but he got shoved. Cam Thomas driving, and he got the mid range. Cam Thomas on the board yet again. Score is 26. Score is 22-26. Brooklyn leads by 4 with 2:43 left in the first. As Julius drives, gets double team, kicks out to Burks. Burks for the corner three, and he was aiming that short. Nets have the rebound. They're bringing it up. Thomas over to Durant. Durant made Julius fall. Thomas for three. Thomas gets another three. Oof. Score is
It's all messed up. 20.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
messed up the score because they put the points on for New York. It's
24.
29 20.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 24 or 29?
24, 29.
Well, it should be 25-22 because Derrick Rose just made a 3-pointer.
All
So
right.
it's 20. Yeah, the Knicks down by 4 with under 2 minutes. Now 158 left in the first quarter. Patty Mills kicks over to Durant. Durant mid range, and he gets it. So Durant is starting to get going. Score is 31-25. Knicks down by 6. Rose over to Randall. Randall back to Rose. Rose driving. Mid range step back. High off the arc. Got the back rim. Nets bring him back up. Durant over to Thomas. Thomas shooting a three yet again. Misses it. But Nets get an offensive rebound via Bruce Brown. And Bruce Brown floaters it right back in. The score is 33-25. Rose over to Randall as they cross the half court line. Randall to Burks. Burks to Noel. Noel to Rose. Rose denied penetration over to Quickly. Quickly kicks it over to Randall. Randall to Burks. Burks for corner three, and he gets it. Scores 28-33. Knicks down by 5 with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Durant brings the ball up, passes it to Mills. Mills for three. He misses. Randall with the rebound. Randall bringing the ball up. 40 seconds left. Randall, nice step back. Misses off the step back mid range. Misses off the front rim. Passes over and woo. And they Nets turn it over. But that was a nice pass. So someone definitely should have been on that person right there as they replay Julius Randle falling via the crossover from Kevin Durant. Yeah, he got 25 seconds left. 28-33. Knicks down by 5. Quickly is bringing the ball up. Quickly over to Randall. Randall has Durant on him. Passes it over to Burks. Burks telling Noel to move out the way. Burks misses, and that's how the quarter ends. So Brooklyn takes a 5-point lead. The score is 28-33. and we're entering the second quarter.
There we go. I remember I'll be at 25 seconds delay, but I got the call for the second quarter in a minute. So just bear with us as they go into the. Right now, I'm 10 seconds left in my first quarter on my end, but we'll get it going. We'll get the game going. Rolling salute to everyone here joining us on this Brooklyn, New York watch along play-by-play game here on the Return of the Knicks podcast as they come to an end of the quarter. 20, 28 points for the Knicks, 33 for Brooklyn. What I seen, it's a good game. It's a back and forth game. Knicks just the offense, a few missed shots, but they're not turning the ball over. They're not looking lackadaisical. They're not looking, they're looking really. They're moving. It looks like an NBA offense. An NBA starting five that's moving around.
Seems like they're moving with a purpose. They know
Yes.
what they want to do on offense.
Let's go some stats. Let's get the first quarter stats as it comes to an end. Brooklyn ended up shooting that field goal percentage in the first 60%, 12 out of 20. New York 48%, 12 out of 25. The Knicks are 3 of 9 from 3-point land for 33.3%. Brooklyn finishes at 4 for 7, 57.1% from 3-point land. The Knicks are one of 2 on the free throw line. Brooklyn is 5 out of 6 on the free throw line. The Brooklyn end up with more rebounds, 11-10 over the Knicks. Knicks have 2 offensive rebounds to 1 from Brooklyn, 8 assists apiece. Brooklyn has a block. New York has 2 steals. Brooklyn has 1. Knicks still finished that quarter with just 1 turnover. I'm going to emphasize it all night. 1 turnover. Brooklyn has 3. They both scored 12 points in the paint. And let's show the Brooklyn Nets, their leading scorer is Jane Harden. He has 15 points in that quarter. Cameron Thomas, 8 points in that quarter, and followed by Bruce Brown Jr. with 4. Kevin Durant was held for 2 points in 12 minutes. Marcus Aldridge had 2 points. The high man for the New York Knicks in that quarter is Alec Burks. Alec Burks, 9 points with 1 rebound and assist, followed by Mitch Robinson, 6 points, an assist, and a rebound. 4 points for Evan Fournier. R.J. Barrett only played 4 minutes. He had 2 points, 3 rebounds. Derrick Rose with 5 points, 8 minutes. Good to see him returning back on the court. Julius Randle with just 2 points, but he has 6 assists. He has 6 assists early in the first quarter. 3 rebounds, an opportunity there. Can we say maybe a triple double? We shall see.
It's possible.
What's going on? Big Trask in the building. Salute my man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my friend. Yes, indeed. Big Task in the building as a mod. Yes, indeed. Welcome. You have the wrench. Yes, indeed. So, but we're gonna start it. We're gonna be a little. Remember, I'm up 25 seconds behind. I'm streaming it here, so bear with me with that, and we'll get you up to speed. Right now, it's 33-28 when they're gonna start. When they start the second quarter, the big game tonight. These interborough rivals, big brother versus little brother. So I love the fact to see 6 assists, 6 beautiful assists there. So as they begin, they're talking to Thibodeau. I know it started on your end there, but they're about to inbound this hopefully in about 10 seconds here once Thibodeau finishes in his interview. So a lot of people want to talk to Tom Thibodeau as let's get ready to start this second quarter here. As Brooklyn will inbound the ball here, and we're on our way here. And just got it in there to Harden. Knicks putting some full court pressure here. Harden brings the ball up. You got Harden, Mills, Brown, Millsap, and Johnson on the floor for the Brooklyn Nets. As Harden stops on a dime, he's going to pull up, and he hits it. First shot there, wide open, mid-range, 35-38. As Rose brings the ball up here. Harden with 17 points, 5 out of 6 from the field. Noel back to quickly. We have the Rat Pack with Fournier. Different look here. Here's Rose. Rose bounced past to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin to Noel, and Noel with butter fingers right off of his head. Ka-dunk. So he turns the ball over. Yep, butter hands. Absolutely. Big task. He's read it. That's the first turn. A second turnover there. Although there was a little English there from Obi, but Noel, you got to secure that there. So R.J. Barrett was under the weather, big task. So he's not feeling well. Here's Harden. Harden drives, layup, and misses. No, he got the friendly bounce, so he scores 37-28. Little dangerous start here. 4-0 run for Brooklyn starting this quarter as RJ is in the game again. RJ doing a little dance. Got Millsaps guarding him. Oh, RJ lost the ball. RJ retrieves it. Ball's on the floor. Turnover. Well, they still fight for the scramble. Patty Mills comes up with the ball. Here, 37-28 as Harden brings the ball up. Harden, the high man, with 19 points. Harden's going to sit back three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Rose. Rose looks up, but he's going to bring it up slowly. He starts, that should have been a blocking charge. No call. Rose goes aggressive to the basket. No call. And now they call a foul. Wow, it's a couple who no call there, but he's going to go to the line for some free throws.
Most definitely. I don't like the way the referees call the game. Is so uneven. A
Yes,
foul should
indeed.
be a foul all the way through consistently.
Yeah, Harden just they look at him and it's a whistle. So Derrick Rose will go to the line here for some free throws. He hits the first free throw, so he makes it 29-37 with 10:43 before halftime. He has another free throw coming up. As he gets ready,
Mm-hmm.
and he hits two free throws here. Knicks trail by 7, 30-37 with 10:40 in the second quarter. As Brown brings the ball up over to Harden. They want to feature Harden. Harden off a curl. Passes. Good block there by Quickly. He got in the pass lane quickly. Fast break. And Obi, no, it's actually RJ Barrett cleans it up with a dunk. So he was the trail
Mm-hmm.
runner here. So Knicks trail 37-32.
And
Nice
the
play there by RJ Barrett.
Rat Pack is starting to get warmed up.
As RJ Barrett plays, now switches here. Harden has the ball. Good double team. Obi Toppin, good hands there. 6 on the shot clock for Harden. Harden 10. He's going to pass it, and here's a 3-pointer for Mills. Misses, and fight for the rebound comes outlet to Obi Toppin, and he slams it with the force. So Obi Toppin running in transition, and you see Derrick Rose finding him.
Yes.
34-37 with 9:50 here, and Brooklyn's trying to fast pace, but the Knicks get back very well in transition as Harden bounce pass to Millsap. Millsap loses the ball right to Brown, and he floater, and he got it. So good bounce there, 39-34 as the Rat Pack brings it up here quickly, bounce pass to Obi. Obi going strong with the dunk, uses the force. He says and one, but no call because it was James Harden. 39-36, Knicks down by 3 as Harden brings the ball up. He's calling a play out. He's calling for a screen. Harden picked up, passes to Millsap. Millsap thought about the 3. He drives. Millsap going strong off the glass. No call. And they call a weak foul. Wow. Very
That was
inconsistent.
weak.
Very
Very.
inconsistent. Obi Toppin using the force, though. I love it. Oh, baby. Now, you know me with Obi Toppin. And tonight, the feature jersey is Obi Toppin. So let you know that.
I wish I brought some Knicks gear over here, but I don't have it. But man, you see the Rat Pack is running. They kind of want to run this team out of the gym. Get right back to the car.
Yeah, right now, the Millsap is about to get his free throw in. And he hits one free throw. He has another one coming up here. He hits the first one. 40-36 with 9:09 on my side here in the second quarter. As Millsap get ready to take his second free throw. Salute to everyone listening and watching along with us. And he hits a pair of free throws here, extends the lead of 41-36 as Derrick Rose brings the ball up. Rose picked up by Mills. Obi trying to set a nice screen by Obi, but they're going to call a, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow. That
that's
was a bad
terrible.
call. Bad call.
And the calls get worse. I'm a
And
little bit ahead
Thibodeau
of
is
you. Trust
irate.
me. He's irate. Trust me.
Thibodeau is irate here as Obi Toppin just puts a nice screen. He didn't move. He stood there his ground, and it's not his fault that Patty Mills is a puny. And here's Harden. Harden drives. Harden goes. Harden and no whistles. Oh yeah, of course, of course. My God, this is really, really egregious. This is terrible. Wow, that is really ridiculous with these foul calls and wow, that is unbearable. As Harden, again, chasing fouls, going to the free throw line here. And it's not his fault. He keeps going. It's the referees that they could call it.
Yeah,
If I'm
they
the
gonna.
player, I keep going to that bread and butter as he hits the first free throw, extending the lead to 42-36. So it looks like it's going to be an 8-on-5 tonight with Harden already 20 points, 2 of 3 from 3-point land, 6 of 8 from the field, and he's ready to go for his second free throw here, and he hits it. So he goes 2 for 2 on the line here, extends the lead to 43-36 as Rose picked up by Patty Mills and by the corner referee. And he 12 on the shot clock. Quickly drives. Obi Toppin's going to shoot a 3. And no, the shot's not there right now for Toppin from the long range distance. And here's Millsap. Passes over to Harden. Harden's getting a pick. Harden passes it to Johnson. Nice move there. And nice move there going to the glass strong. So 45-36 as RJ Barrett goes strong. Knicks trying to push in transition, and he gets mauled. No call. Here's Rose hits a three-pointer. Derrick Rose, 39-45. So it was on 6-on-1 against Barrett, and he got the assist there to Rose, as all the refs just watched there.
Oh,
Terrible. Here's Harden. 9 on the shot clock. Harden bounces here. And 4 on the shot clock. Back to Patty Mills. Patty Mills is going to put up a 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Obi Toppin. Back to quickly. I thought Obi was going to head down with a burst of speed quickly from long range distance, misses. Nolan Noel picks up the loose ball. Back to Rose. So Nolan Noel hustle. Got that second opportunity for the Knicks. Can they capitalize? Here's Rose with a crossover. Rose shoots, and he hits it. Derrick Rose putting some beautiful moves there. Makes Millsap hit the floor at timeout. So beautiful move by Derrick Rose. 45-41 timeout. Knicks trail by 4. But Derrick Rose going behind the back, putting between his legs. Jumper, sweet money, cash.
it was beautiful, and it's kind of like he got his revenge. He got Julius's revenge on KD.
Broken ankles indeed,
Uh-huh.
Michael.
Ankles is getting broken. Welcome to
Woo!
New York.
Ooh, Paul Millsap. This ain't Utah anymore.
This ain't Utah, and this definitely isn't Denver.
Indeed. As they call a timeout right now. So Brooklyn's trying to regroup there, despite the fact you're playing pretty much, you know, 8-on-5. The Knicks are still right there battling.
Yeah, it is 8-on-5. I can't, but you know what? In honor of G Money, let's not say anymore that that the referees are affecting it, even though they are. But what I can say is that this Rat Pack, man, the defense and the pace. It seems like it is something that the Nets don't want to deal with, and we saw this even with Atlanta. There were some people that were at the game. I spoke to some of them, and they said, like, if you could see the way Atlanta carried themselves when that bench unit came in and how fast they wanted to run it, some some teams just don't want to run with this second unit.
Especially if you catch them on a back-to-back, the way Atlanta caught the Knicks caught Atlanta on a back-to-back as well. The Knicks also were on a back-to-back as well, but the way the Rat Pack was just moving up and down, phenomenal. I like a big task. Jedi, why are the Knicks playing like they can't wait for Kemba to get out of the rotation?
Oh man.
Oh man, it kind of seems like it. You know what we're missing? Where is Kelvin T. Jones at? Where is my man Kelvin T.
Kelvin
Jones,
T.
man?
Jones. He usually has some great insight in there as well.
Yeah,
Task, man, I don't know what to say to that, man. It seems like they really are moving like, that's how they did.
man, that's
Sheesh, it seems like
right.
as soon as Kemba got out there, like, oh, let's get right back to what we usually do.
Oh man, that's absolutely, man. That's I'm still in the commercial, so when we get back to the commercial, we'll return the play-by-play here. So it's James. James, you're still going for the Knicks, right, James? Hopefully,
Yeah, we
hopefully.
need to, yeah, hopefully. But another thing I want to mention is we're kind of seeing it right now. Tibbs is on a short rotation. Very short rotation. I know Rose is back, but he's not really. We haven't seen a Grimes or a Knox sighting yet. If
Yeah,
anything, it seemed like he went to Rose earlier than usual.
and I froze. I guess. Wow. Yes, indeed. Oh boy. Let me see if this gets.
So then I'll take over as James Harden kicks it over, and they have a
Hold on.
turnover.
All right. When you go next commercial, I come back in because it came back on, but it's still in the commercial. Go ahead. You. Let me see where I'm at
All right,
here.
so yeah, they turn it over. Rose is bringing the ball up, gets a screen from Mitch. He stops, kicks it out to IQ. IQ gets a screen from Mitch. He's driving in the paint, goes out to the perimeter. He has Aldridge on him, kicks it over to Burks. Burks, and I thought he got fouled, but they're saying it's a clean strip. Okay.
I'm back here.
James Harden going to the paint, and he misses the floater. Knicks with the rebound. Quickly. Oh my gosh. Finally, call the foul. Yes. Going to the line, Emmanuel quickly. The score is 41-45. Knicks down by 4, but it's 6:29 left in the second.
Yeah. Should be. I'm back here. So I'm at the point now where quickly I'll do it from this monitor, folks. Sorry, I'm not looking straight at you. I'm going to look at the other TV. That I'll give you the call here as substitution patterns for Brooklyn tonight. Quickly at the line, 45-42 is 6:29 here in the second quarter. Emmanuel quickly put his braids back in and he hits the first free. He hits a pair of free throws. Knicks down by 2, 43-45. Let's go Knicks here with
Oh man, you
6:24 here.
changed. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but it seems like you changed view and got ahead of me. Give me a minute.
The Knicks on a 7-0 run here as Harden. Ooh, nice pick there, but Randall fought over it and turn over the ball. Here's Burks back to quickly on his pass break. Quickly scores. Knicks tied the game here, 45 all. So defense leading into good offense, and that's the signature call. A la what Clyde Frazier says, and we're all even at 45. Timeout. So another timeout here. So once again, we'll go back to a timeout. Wow.
That was a nice burst of speed by Quickly right there.
And quickly, you don't think he's fast, but he's extremely fast there.
He's deceptively quick.
You know what will be interesting? Will Chef Dan talk to me? Let's go Knicks.
Big Task. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. You got the great breakdown, man. You got to tell me what you seeing from the game, brother. You got to tell me what you seeing right now. I agree with you 100%. It really felt like they like as soon as they named Kemba out of the rotation, everyone said, "I can be the real me." Okay, let's go. Let me shed off the sheep's. Let me shed off the sheep's wool. Let me show you the wolf in disguise. That's what they doing right now.
Now, do you think the way we saw that burst of speed, I could see Emmanuel quickly going in the skills competition in an All-Star game?
Mm, Not this year, but soon enough.
Yeah. I'm
Very soon
saying,
enough. Like
I
he'd
didn't
make
say I
enough
didn't say
noise.
when. I just said I could see in his future a skills competition for that young man to participate.
Or most definitely, or even better, I
The
kind of want to
three-pointer.
see him in the 3-point contest. Yeah, that's the biggest show as of late.
Yeah. You can imagine they go both him. He wins the 3-point contest, and Obi Toppin finally wins the dunk contest, or they give him the.
Oh man, Obi should have won the dunk contest last year. I don't
That's
know how you air kiss the rim and that gets you whatever. Because
it.
I remember what's his name what's the basketball player that's missing a finger?
I don't know. I got me there. I wasn't really. Who's me? I got me there.
He played for the Rockets. Something Green,
Not not
Gerald
not
Green,
not Gerald or Danny Green. No, not Danny Green.
not Danny Green.
One of the Greens. He's is it Jeff Green? Is it
Nah,
Jeff?
nah.
No.
That is Jeff or Gerald or something like that. But I remember he entered a dunk contest, and he put a cupcake on top of the rim with the candle.
Oh, I
He
remember that
jumped
dunk.
up. You remember his
I
head
remember
reached the
that dunk.
candle. He blew it out,
Yeah.
dunked, and the candle, like the cupcake, was still safely on the rim. All that. I'm like, how did that lose?
Right. It's all
Yeah,
semantics.
it's all
Because
semantics.
I still think that my guy Aaron Gordon had the best dunk over Zach
Oh
Levine.
yeah, yeah,
I got the
yeah,
poster. Well, Austin has the poster in his room still to this day, and I'm like, how did he lose that one? He actually
yeah.
sat
I'm not
down.
even gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
And that might be the greatest dunk contest ever.
That was a great contest between Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon. As we come back here, they're coming back from the timeout there. They're just showing the Knicks being in the passing lane all game. They've been getting in the passing lanes. It looks like it seems like what teams used to do and scout the Knicks prior a couple games ago. The Knicks are doing that as they bring the ball up here. 45 all even with 5:55 before the quarter ends, and they hit a jumper. So Kevin Durant's back in the game, and he quickly, impactful hits a long range jumper, 47-45, with Burks bringing the ball up here, guarded by Patty Mills. Back to Randall. Randall back to Burks. Back to Fournier. Fournier's going to shoot a long three, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Julius Randall. Julius Randall puts it back, and he's fouled. So Julius Randall, yes indeed.
That's my captain.
Wow.
That's my captain. I love seeing that.
Oh no. There was a foul, but they didn't give him the basket, so they'll
How
inbound the
do they?
ball here, loose ball.
Ugh.
Here's quickly back to Burke. Sorry guys for that anticlimactic 3-point play that wasn't. As quickly, 6 on the shot clock. Quickly makes his move, drives off the glass, and quickly off the glass hits it. So even at 47, Emmanuel quickly inserting himself here. So we're all even here with 5:15 here before the quarter. And he rises up and he misses. Rebound, Burks. Burks looks up to see if he wants to push, but Burks brings the ball up carefully. Burks in the free throw circle. Burks gonna hit the jumper and he gets the friendly roll. So Knicks take the lead here, 49-47 with 4:50 as Kemba Walker applauds and cheers his guys on
Most definitely.
and misses the shot. Here comes Richard Robinson back in the game here as quickly brings the ball up here with 4:40. Knicks up 49-47 with possession. Quickly's going to shoot the three and off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Brooklyn, good boxing out. Mitchell Robinson had a hands on it as Brooklyn tries to push to Durant. Durant passes and good passing by Kevin Durant as he gets an assist. Brooklyn ties the game up at 49 apiece there. So Durant moving the ball. That's when you have height over to Cam Thomas and he scored on that fast break cut. All even at 49. Quickly over the back to quickly again. 9 on the shot clock. Quickly surveils. Mitchell Robinson with a pick. Back to Fournier. Fournier 4 on the shot clock. Gonna have to put it up. Fournier, no, he passes it. Now this is a shot by Burks. Bad shot, but no one. Nope. The Nets come up with the ball and almost turn it over. But here's Thomas. Thomas in the lane. Thomas with a lot of confidence misses that. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. So the young neophyte showing some confidence tonight as it's all even at 49 with 3:40. Fournier passes it to Quickly. Quickly. Now the Knicks offense looks stagnant. They stop. They're not moving the ball. There. Let's go. Quickly points and tells them to move. Motion. And here's Randall. Randall job step. Randall going one-on-one, and he got hit and a foul. Call it. Finally a call. The man had to get mauled, thrown to the floor, and he gets it. And he has a chance for a 3-point play. My God, he looked like if he had a couple of dollars in the subways where people went to. Oh no. Oh, why did they have to show the human jinx there looking all pink like a pink
Let's not look. You gotta stop.
Oh,
You gotta stop. You gotta stop, Kev.
hey,
Kev, you gotta stop.
you got to tell the truth, man.
No, you don't. No, don't mention him. That's it.
Oh my God, I
You
can't,
don't
man.
mention him.
I can't. He
You
just
gotta
sticks out.
just not mention him.
He sticks out like a hemorrhoid, man.
Ugh. RJ Barrett's not returning to the game tonight as the illness is, gotten the best of him.
As Julius completes the 3-point play, so Knicks up 52-49 here. So 3:23 here in the second quarter as Durant one-on-one with Julius as Fournier moves to try to double Durant in the paint. Long jumper misses. Rebound New York. So good job there by Randall holding his own. Randall's playing much better on the defense tonight and all around game. They call it traveling violation there, or a moving pick on Randall, excuse me. So, wow, ticky-tack there on that. So, 52-49 with 3:07 here before the halftime as Harden is inserted back in the game. Harden is the high man tonight. Back to Durant. Durant in the paint to Aldridge. Mitchell Robinson's guarding him. Good point. Aldridge doing a move, and they're going to call a foul there as he tried to move his move. So Mitchell Robinson was called for a foul.
And that was a terrible moving screen call by Julius.
And they're going to inbound the ball here to Durant. Durant holding it ISO. 7 on the shot clock. Julius Randle rises with him, and Durant misses. But here's a tip in by is that Johnson? And Brooklyn.
Nah, Alize Johnson's with the
No, not Johnson. No, number 95. But here's Fournier misses that three. Not a good shot there. I don't like when they call it a loose ball foul here. So it looks like
DeAndre Bembry.
Bembry, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Bembry with that tip in there. But loose ball foul on the other end. Now once again the scoreboard is going haywire, moving. So it's 52-51 here with 2:26. I hope that it doesn't become a key factor later in the game. And here's a Durant blocked by Mitchell Robinson, but of course someone had bad breath, so they call a foul.
Oh my gosh!
So the bad breath was very offensive. The foul was called, as Durant will go to the line here. Wow, it's the refs are really. Hopefully, it changes in the quarter. And here's Durant hits the first, ties the evens the game up at 52 all. Brooklyn going to try to take the lead here. He has a free throw coming up with 2:19 left before the half. 52 all.
I could see that our guys are getting a little tired, but the offense is still clicking very nice. I like seeing what we're getting out of the different looks we're going for.
Brooklyn hits the free throw. They take the lead, 53-52. As quickly brings the ball up. Back to Burks. Burks playing a really good game here. Here's Julius. Julius backing in. Julius spins, puts it up, and he gets the roll. Julius Randle using his strength going to the basket. So Knicks up 54-53 over Kevin Durant. Here's Durant. Durant rises, jumper misses, trying to bait for a foul, but here comes quickly, back to Fournier. Fournier drives, Fournier scoops, layup, and dunked by Mitchell Robinson, cleans it up, and he hit that. Yes, indeed, 56-53. Mitchell Robinson, in the right place at the right time with the offensive rebound and the stuff. So Knicks up by 3 with 1 minute and 30 seconds here before the half as Harden starts his dance. Harden back to Durant, 10 on the shot clock. Durant makes a drive, rises, Burks all over him, misses. Devin Durant missing the long-range jumper as quickly brings the ball up, passes it to Burks. Burks driving in the paint. He scoop layup off the glass, no call, misses. Here comes Durant here. Knicks get back well, but in transition, here's Harden with the Euro step, and he scores. Made it look easy there. So Knicks up by 1, 56-55 with 57 seconds before the half. Harden with 23 points, 7 out of 10 from the field. So here's Burks. Burks back to Randle. Randle 10 on the shot clock. He's got Durant. He's jabbing. Randle baited him and gets a call and he hits it. And one. Julius Randle. What a nice play by Julius Randle. Turn back the clock to last year, Julius Randle. 58-55. A chance for a three-point play. He got Kevin Durant up in the air. Smart move.
Mm-hmm.
To the delight of Pinky.
To stop. Oh man, you gotta do. Kev, he's not existent. He's not.
As he hits the free throw, Julius Randle with 10 points. So Julius putting in some work tonight. 59-55 here with 40 seconds. What's up, Dave? I appreciate you. What's going on? So here's Harden. Harden drives. Harden and he got tripped and he's going down. He went down kind of hard, but he's okay. He's baiting it, trying to. The Academy Award goes to James. I once dated a Kardashian Harden. And there was a foul. Fournier was there. It was a foul. No, let's be realistic.
Oh man, salute to you, Davon, man. Hope everything's doing well with you and yours.
And Harden will go to the line. He hits the first free throw. 56-59. Has a free throw coming up with 32.5 seconds before the half. Derrick Rose will check in here. We haven't seen Quentin Grimes come up and play at all. Nor Jericho Sims, who they both had really good games in Atlanta. I know the level of competition is a little more intense, but Atlanta did go further than Brooklyn last year in the playoffs, and they played the
fight. That's a lot to say, Kev. It's the truth, but it's a lot to say.
I speak it the truth, man. And he hits it. It's all facts, no hyperbole. So as quickly brings the ball up here with 27 seconds before the half. There's going to be a 10 different seconds between shot clock and game clock. So Brooklyn will have another possession here. As Randall wants the ball here with Harden on him. Randall's got to worry that he doesn't get the ball swiped, but he has the advantage. Randall's going to go for a long-range jumper. He's feeling it, and he gets the bounce. So everything working well for Julius Randle, 61-57. The final seconds here before the half, as Harden's going to shoot a long three, and it's good. James Harden having a career for a half there, and possession, it counts if it grows, and almost hit. Knicks turned that ball over there. So at the end of the half, Knicks up 61-60 in a really good back and forth game. Wow, Chef Dan, give us the stats. We got a lot to talk about.
Give me one moment. Let me get the stats for you. Ay.
I got it.
Phone is acting. No. I'm gonna bring it up right now. My phone is acting funny. So we at the half, the field goal percentage, the Knicks are at 51%. The Brooklyn Nets are at 51%. 3-point percentage, the Knicks are at 27%. The Nets are at 38%. Free throws, the Knicks are at 88%. The Nets are at 93%. Rebounds, the Knicks are out rebounding the Nets 24-17. Offensive rebounds, we're out rebounding them 6-2. Assists are dead even at 12. Steals, we have 4 steals. They have 3. Blocks, they have 2 blocks. We have none. Turnovers are dead even at 6 apiece. Points in the paint, we have 32. They have 28. Second chance points, we have 10. They have 4. Fast break points, we have 9. They have 10. Points off of turnovers, we have 9. Nets have 8. The biggest lead for each team biggest lead for the Knicks was 8. The biggest lead for the Nets was 9. And each quarter the Nets outscored the Knicks 33-28 in the first quarter, but the Knicks outscored the Nets 33-27 in the second quarter. Over on to the individual stats. Knicks right now, Alec Burks is our leading scorer with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Right under him is Derrick Rose with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And right under him is Julius Randle with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Right after that, you have Emmanuel Quickly with 6 points. Right after that is Mitchell Robinson, with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Then after him is Emmanuel Quickly with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and Evan Fournier with 4 points, along with R.J. Barrett with 4 points. But we're not going to see any more of R.J. Barrett for the night.
No, he's got to get some rest. He gave it a shot. He gave it an opportunity. He gave it a shot. Fatigue got to him, and that's what it is.
It is what it is. Over on the Nets side, we have James Harden with 28 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And then after that, their next leading scorer is Cam Thomas with 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And then is Kevin Durant tied up with Bruce Brown for 6 points and 3 rebounds. It's just that Kevin Durant is the leading assist getter with 5 assists. And then James Johnson, Paul Millsap, and DeAndre Bembry, along with LaMarcus Aldridge, all have 2 points. Big task, yeah, absolutely right. We have to find a way to stop Harden. And what's really messing me up right now is that Harden isn't. It's not like he's cooking us via live dribble. He's cooking us through the referees.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Good point there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Usually they make a change. Usually with the refs calling the game, after the quarter. Change of quarter. We'll see. You know, see how this officiating crew adjusts and changes. Remember it's a nationally televised game. We do not want to. We didn't turn in to watch the nationally televised game to watch the zebras. We came to watch the players. So let them play a little and call it right and even.
Most definitely. So like I know I just did the test, but on the eye test, you tell me what are you seeing from the Knicks so far? You have a first half of basketball where Kemba Walker is officially out of the rotation. Tell me what you're seeing from the eye test as far as like the defense and the offense and the ways that we're attacking this Brooklyn Nets team.
Yeah, the way we're attacking them, it looks kind of reminiscing a little bit with a little more continuity from last year's team. We see Julius Randle cooking, and also it helps too that he's actually playing better. You know, and it looks like a little reminiscing of last year. With not only that, you have more talent around him. You have a Burks, Randle. It starts with him. 6 assists, and he's getting Burks involved. Even Mitchell Robinson all of a sudden is scoring, rebounding 8 points. There's more involvement. It's just not, and it's not Julius Randle with 7 on the shot clock and putting up a long jumpers. I haven't seen much of that play that I said on the watch along on the podcast that to the corner, back and forth, 7 on the shot clock, and back to Fournier, back to Julius, and I didn't see much of that. I only maybe saw that one time. This whole that whole half. Much better, much fluent, and they're keeping up with a strong Brooklyn Nets supposedly on paper team. And they have a 1 point lead right now. And you're telling me the Knicks scored 61 points and a half. That's good. That means the offense is clicking. It's going. It's working. It's flowing naturally. It looks everyone's more engaged. When you go on the road and you score 51% from the field, that says a lot. That says you're engaged and despite shooting, it's despite missing 13 3-pointers. They're shooting 4 or 17 from 3-point land, and you're still shooting 51% from the field. So that means they got more. They actually do. They got more. They got 8 more possessions, offensive possessions than Brooklyn. And man, they're up by 1. They got more offense possession. Just imagine if we were to expand a little more of the roster, if RJ was more, or we allowed the Rat Pack Summer League Rat Pack to play a little more, and that speed, maybe we'll see that in the second half because he's gonna have to. He's a man down, so he's gonna have to add more Grimes and so forth. And they start running and they start moving that ball the way they did in Atlanta. They could actually, you want to start. Do you want to talk about fourth quarter and having James Harden huffing and puffing? Try the Rat Pack running up and down, and high pace, quick tempo. Though Harden could play it, and so can Durant. They're top class athletes. But my point is, if you get them like that in the fourth quarter, they're going to be huffing and puffing and being tired. So hopefully we could get that going forward.
I saw that Knicks GM, he said something very interesting. Don't worry about Harden. Let him keep scoring. Stay focused on Durant. He can kill us.
I agree.
Are we close in the game right now because James Harden and Kevin Durant have essentially switched roles right now? We see Durant kind of trying to open up the floor for the rest of his teammates, and James Harden is more so worried about scoring and getting his. Do you think that's the reason why this score is so close?
Not that is so close. That's I think to be honest with you, I think that's what the game plan the Knicks want because let me tell you something. When Durant is when excuse me when Harden is the most dangerous when he has a plethora of assists. because he's getting all his teammates involved. We've seen him when he has a lot of assists, games, high total assists. That means that's when they start blowing teams out. The fact that you have a 1 point lead despite the fact he has 20 plus points, and let me see how many assists Durant has. Excuse me,
Durant has
Harden.
5,
No, Harden.
and
Harden has only
Harden has
two.
1 assist or 1 or 2.
He has 2 assists. That's great.
Yeah,
You're winning. You're winning that. I want that. You know what? I'd rather have Harden score the more points, 28 points for Harden, but he has only 2 assists, and that means other folks are not getting involved. Durant has 5 assists because he passes the ball really well. If you could get Durant to be passive and give up the ball and not score, and you're gonna have Harden not get his teammates involved and score himself, I think that's a win for the Knicks. I think that's a recipe for win. And I say, man, but you're gonna really want to say Harden dropped 40 on us? Well, if he drops 40, 45, and the Knicks still come up with a victory, you take it. You take it.
yeah.
So you take it. You were right. You got 45 points. So what? You didn't. You still got the L at the end. When we're playing YouTube 2K in July, we're not going to remember that you scored 45, and we're going to remember who lost. If the Knicks say when the Knicks sweep the season series from the Brooklyn Nets, we're not going to remember. Let's say he drops 55 tonight. Nobody's going to remember that. It's going to remember the Knicks swept the season series. That's the end of the game, the end game on that. So if like I said, if he goes for high scoring points, then so be it. So be it. We'll take it. So we're
Okay,
still at the half.
most definitely. So then, the next question I want to ask is: right now we have Kevin Durant being the point guard. How do we keep him in that mode? Are we keeping Julius Randle on him because Julius right now on the defensive end, he's sliding those puppies, man.
Exactly. As long as he continues up to the task and not get lackadaisical or complacent and continues that same aggressive defensive intensity that he's been giving us this first half, and not run out of gas as well, because you can only contain, you can't stop completely world class athletes. And Julius is going to find out himself. We're going to find out also as a fan base. We're going to find out what kind of conditioning Julius Randle is tonight, because we're going to find out. He's right now, the first half, he's up to the task, and fitting the bill to go up against a Kevin Durant. Does he have enough gas in the tank to play this 48 minutes? I know he's not going to play the full 48 minutes, but the whole 48 minutes of whenever he's on the floor, his assignment will be Kevin Durant. How much can he contain him? And we're going to find out his conditioning, his offseason conditioning, his work ethic. And he might fail. Yes, he might not stop him full, but he's doing a hell of a job right now. You cannot say anything negative about Julius Randle at all. And I have been one a little down on him this season. And I have voiced that I'm not feeling the way he was feeling, but tonight you cannot say anything negative about him so far for the first half. I thought the Atlanta game he had a really good game despite not having his usual numbers and points. But I thought he had a really good game. Playing the passing lane, being a captain out there with the team, and moving and playing the passing lane, offensive rebounding, going to the paint. And tonight, he's putting up together an all-around really good game. So you could say 2 games back to back for Julius Randle, trending stock up, trending the right direction.
Okay. So then the next question I want to ask is: right now we have a 1 point lead. Seems like whenever we try to build a little separation, the Nets have a way to score. What would be what would be your idea of of us getting some separation? How would we get what would be your way of us getting some separation in the score?
It looks like, unfortunately, it's going to be one of these type of games. No one, I don't think. Well, the Knicks, the largest lead I can see the Knicks probably get is a 8 point lead all night. Although Brooklyn you might see maybe, hopefully not. Brooklyn could put a 9, a 10, a double digit lead. I don't think the Knicks could right now because they're just world class athletes out there, scorers between Durant and Harden. I'll be surprised if they put on the Knicks go on a double digit run. I'm hoping we have a reversal of fortune in the third quarter, that we go up and they come out really lackadaisical or slow, or Harden comes out cold and the Knicks capitalize and get on, start the quarter immediately and set the pace there on a 12-1 run and be up by 11, and then we could bring in the second unit and have the second unit do what they want to do, run and gun. I think that's how we get separation. That's the perfect, or capitalize. Right now, what I like so far, I wanted to say only the amount of turnovers, very low turnovers for the Knicks. They only had three turnovers. No, they had six. Wow, I thought it was less than that, but but it didn't feel gentlemental. Chef Dan, they didn't turn the ball over like it cut a swing play or they were turnovers, but at right gamble, and I like that. What the world is Curry wearing? Oh my goodness! Sorry to I
Nah,
just
I
saw his
saw the
outfit.
blue and black. Yeah.
We're gonna play
Oh
checkers or
my
what?
God, what is
Wow!
Chuck wearing on his feet?
And oh boy, Chris Paul looked like he's going to do some from dodgeball.
Oh
Lundberg did
no, that
one
was
of the.
Kenny the Jet. He wore some light up Gucci sneakers. It looked like they were made by Gucci and Skechers.
Oh, salute to those folks. They go come out with the fashion like wow. It makes you think. Talk about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's one of the recipes for the Knicks. If they could somehow get a double-digit lead, yeah, I saw the Skechers, Gucci. Oh, it looks like something you see in Canal Street.
Yeah.
Embarrassed,
Seems like seems
embarrassed.
like yeah. Seems like the Jet before before the game kicked off, he took a trip to New York.
Yeah, he went to eat some good food down there by Barrick and Bowery, and then he found those shoes. He goes, I'm gonna buy these. Yeah, it looks like
Hmm.
that. But yeah, I hope they could put a lead, and I would like to see them have a double-digit lead so they could put the Rat Pack and let them just run up and down. Even if they make a few mistakes, they have a cushion, and also keep Randall fresh going into the fourth quarter because they're gonna need every possession, and they gotta have to play smart, in my opinion.
Okay, last question I want to ask you, man. How do the Knicks take advantage of the play that we're getting from Obi Toppin and the Rat Pack right now? Because this is different, man.
I need a little more. Lead me a little more. Again, lead me
I
to the
mean,
stats.
like you see, I what I'm saying is like Obi Toppin is cutting non-stop. You see Emmanuel quickly is he's doing what he's doing. I know we're down RJ Barrett right now, so someone else is gonna have to hopefully come in and help stem that tide and be a in transition guy. But how are we taking advantage of like that different style of play that the bench is still providing us? Because it seems like we're pulling players from the bench left and right, but no matter what, as long as we make full five substitutions, then the five people that's on the court there, they're willing to give it all and play fast pace and play the right way.
Right. We would like to. Maybe this second half you're gonna have to probably put a Quentin Grimes in because of the his defensive he is a really good defender. And granted, he is a neophyte. He is a rookie, and I know why Thibodeau might not want to play him because the way the refs are calling these games, Harden is going to bait him for every play on fouls. And he's going to look for a switch just to get Grimes on him and do whatever he does to get some calls. And I can see why Tom Thibodeau will not play, and it's not because he doesn't want to play and shorten the rotation. Is that you got to understand that Harden is baiting for fouls and he's getting it. So Thibodeau has a temperature of the game, and he says if I put this rookie, man, we're gonna be the game is gonna slow down. They're gonna foul this kid out, and it's gonna shatter a little bit of his confidence because man, I can't get it. And then he's gonna be thinking, he's not whatever he's built on defense to move his feet or being aggressive might be taken out by a hard and baiting call. So I can see why he might not play tonight.
See, and just as you said it, I just got the notification from Ian Begley. Quentin Grimes will be starting in place of RJ Barrett.
Go ahead and start it. I'm sorry,
No, no,
Chef Dan.
no. Right now they're just replaying some they're replaying right now some of just the action that happened in the first half. And as we get right back and the Nets hit a three-pointer. So the Nets take back the lead at 61-63. The Knicks are down by 2 with 11:39 in the third. Alec Burks has the ball. He's dribbling, passes it up to Fournier. Fournier dribbling against Durant over to Julius. Julius backing up Bembry, kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier over to Burks. Burks driving, and he got blocked. Harden running up the court, kicks it out to Mills. Mills for three, and Mills hits another three. So the Nets retake the lead, 66-61, and Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout.
Yeah, yeah, they cannot have that. That's I don't know why that happens. Teams they kind of know that and they get aggressive when they come out of the halftime and this was the way they came out. It didn't really look so bad. It wasn't as bad as before. It's just the Knicks were missing. It also led by Aldridge blocking Burks' shot there. In transition, and that's of course when and Patty Mills is a specialist hitting those swing play threes off a transition off the defense. So
And the other thing too is not to not to compare the two, but looking at the skill set, RJ Barrett does provide a lot more than Quentin Grimes. So it isn't just as easy as you have a body, you lose a body, so now you put up a body and you just move on. I know we do next man up, but what RJ Barrett provides on the court is way more than what Quentin Grimes does.
yes.
As we are in a commercial break right now. So, oof, man. Sorry, it's just that I didn't like seeing that back to back three.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's 6 points right there. That's a 6-0 run. Not even what 2 minutes. Chef, you all right? I think you might
Yeah,
have frozen.
nah, I
All right,
froze and yeah.
all right. Just wanted to make sure you were okay there before. Yeah, you froze again.
Nah, I'm right here.
Oh man, you
Yeah, I
did
could just
you did a
I
good
could.
ventriloquist. A mime. I mean, you did a good mime there, man. I'm gonna send you to France.
Oh
Oh,
man.
come on, let me find out that you're one of those folks that in the summertime stands there when people walk. You go, hey, you know.
No, man, no. That's not me. That's not me. I live in New York, buddy. You can't do that to just anybody.
They'll punch you right in your nose.
Punch you right in your nose.
Oh yeah. Oh, you think you're a tough guy?
Uh-huh. Oof. Oh man. They're showing a State Farm commercial with Chris Paul. I say it. That's one of the dirtiest plays in the league. Oh man. As we're still in a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 66-61. Nets leading by 5. We're in the third quarter. I believe 11:39 left in the third quarter. No, 11:12 left in the third quarter as we're about to return back to action. They show Steve Nash with a look of concern on his face. Fournier has the ball. He's dribbling. Passes it over to Randall in the post. Randall has Durant on him. Takes the mid range. Back iron miss. Uh, Harden with the rebound. Harden has the ball dribbling. Floater. Misses it, but gets the
All
offensive
right.
rebound. And Mitchell Robinson knocked it right out of bounds.
Look who's in the chat, Chef Dan.
Oh,
Yes,
Kelvin T.
indeed.
Jones.
We were missing you, my friend.
Calvin, we was asking about you, brother. Hope everything is well with you. As Durant, he gets a roll in. The score is 68-61. Durant's on the board now. Alec Burks is bringing the ball up, defended well by Patty Mills. And turnover. Patty Mills takes a three, misses it, but Julius gets the rebound. Yeah, they're trying to force feed it to Julius now, and everyone is seeing it. Julius can't get it to Burks, passes it over to Grimes. Grimes over to Fournier. Fournier's dribbling, gets a pick from Mitch, kicks it over to Mitch, and Mitch gets pickpocketed over to Bembry. Bembry, and yeah, the Nets are on a roll right now. They're on a run. It's 70-61. Fournier passes it off to Julius. Julius for three. He misses it. Aldridge gets the rebound, and the Knicks offense is looking stagnant right now. As Harden passes it to Durant. Durant misses, but they get the offensive rebound. Mills for three. He misses, but James Harden flies in for a dunk, and he is ecstatic as the Nets take an 11-point lead. Oh man, Kev, you got to tell me what's going on, man.
They're in a timeout right now.
Yeah, I
They're in,
know, but you got to tell me like what you're seeing. What you're seeing
is
from
that
this
is
offense.
right now. They're giving the offense is stagnant, like you said. They know that they're going to want to feature Julius Randle, so they're making a conscious of saying to the Knicks, "I want someone else other than Julius to beat us," and that's what they're doing. And that's what's happening right now. They want to try to get Julius. They want to see if someone else. So that means someone in the starting lineup, and usually that's usually RJ Barrett's time in the third quarter, needs to step up. And I think they're gonna be the right now. RJ not feeling well is what they're missing right now. They need that guy who could step up as a secondary scorer to complement Julius Randle right now in the starting lineup until the Rat Pack comes in. And you can't go. We don't want to. And I like the fact that we got Quentin Grimes in the game, but Evan Fournier needs to step up here. This is his time
Yeah,
now.
this is a time where we don't have RJ to kind of do that run that he usually gives us, where it's a 10 to 13 straight points in a quarter out of nowhere. So Evan Fournier has to step up.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So
Oof.
they're in a commercial break here. A minute. Let's see. I gotta give me 1 second. I have to send G Money. I forgot to send G Money to come on board in the post game. I'll wait for have him come in here. Wow, it should be interesting to see. It's the game. You could see the Brooklyn adjusting. As everyone says, do they the Steve Nash coaches? Well, you see that adjustment there. The team, it was an adjustment. We're not going to let the ball get into Julius and continue to Julius, get comfortable he's now let's see if Julius can keep a level head, cool headed, and not get frustrated because the ball it's not coming him right now because they're doing a good job of denying him the ball and keep engaged and continue playing that defense on the defensive end because if his offense isn't going, I don't want the defense to keep up that defensive intensity right now. We'll see. I think that's what Brooklyn is trying to do. Let's see. Let's frustrate him on the offensive end. Let's try to ball deny him, and maybe he lets off on the defense, and we could get Kevin Durant going, so we could try to blow this team out. I think that's a strategy that they want to try to use.
Yeah, but another thing too is the one thing that's killing me, that last play, James Harden having the ability to fly off of a miss and get a dunk off after they got an offensive rebound. That was just bad basketball right there. That was no one communicating, putting a body on a man, things of that nature. Like we we got this close because we were doing all the right things.
And hopefully, the timeout they emphasize that. And Brooklyn is starting to hit another level, another cylinder.
Most definitely is Alec Burks. He's has the ball, passes it. Nope, he keeps his dribble, passes it to Fournier. Fournier driving, takes the floater, misses it, and Nets get the rebound. Passes it over to Bembry. Bembry passes it to Aldridge, and Aldridge cutting gets the basket. The score is 74-61. Nets have a 13-point lead. Alec Burks dribbling, fakes the three, kicks it off to IQ. IQ picks it up to Fournier. Fournier over to Julius. Julius in the post over to Fournier. Fournier, 1 second left on the shot clock. And Knicks 24-second shot clock violation. We're seeing a hesitancy to shoot right now that is not good.
Yeah, I agree.
And they have the stat, no points right now in the last 3 minutes. We can't go 3 minutes not scoring. Kevin Durant driving, and he misses the layup. Julius gets the ball. He's driving to the paint, kicks it out to IQ. IQ for three, front rims it, but Derrick Rose gets the offensive rebound over to Burks. Burks misses, but then IQ got the offensive rebound, but Bembry blocked IQ. So the Knicks will be taking the ball out of bounds with 14 left on the shot clock. Yeah, because the Nets are right now, they're flying.
Yeah, they are. You see them taking to another level.
As Rose has the ball, inbounds it over to Julius. Julius fakes the three, drives, layup is in. So Julius driving to the paint. He gets us our first points of the third quarter. It's 63-71. It's Harden. He surveys, dribbles, bounce pass to Aldridge. Aldridge misses, and they call a foul.
Oh. Wow, that looked like a block.
Yeah, it did. Oh,
Wow.
they call the foul on the floor. So Nets inbound the ball. Harden over. Oh, and nice block by Ike. No, nice block by Burks. Nice block by Burks on that 3-point attempt. Durant kicks it over to Mills. Mills got blocked, and Knicks get the ball after Mills tried to save it. Rolls over to Burks. Burks has Mills on him. They get the screen. Burks driving, kicks it out to Julius. Julius surveying. He has Durant on him. Goes, kicks it out to IQ. IQ back to Julius. Julius, fadeaway mid range, misses it. Harden with the rebound. Harden lobs up to Bembry, and Bembry gets the dunk. And this is now they're getting it easily.
Yeah, it is.
It's 76-63. Nets have a 13-point lead. Julius kicks it out to IQ. IQ to Rose. Rose driving, kicks it right back to IQ. IQ for three, and IQ gets it. Scores 66-76. Knicks down by 10. Finally, some continuity right there. As Harden's bringing the ball up, defended by Burks. Aldridge for a mid range, and he gets it. The score is 78-66. IQ pushing the ball up, passes it to Rose. Rose driving, comes back out, has Durant on him. Mid range, gets the midi, and he bounces in and out, doesn't get the shooter's touch. Harden bringing the ball up. Harden, he's in the paint, sidestep, doesn't get it, passes, gets the ball back, top of the key, defended by Rose.
Ooh, that was
Harden,
good.
4 seconds left, and they call a foul?
Wow. These refs are terrible. Wow. Derrick
I,
Rose. 8 on 5, my friends. 8 on 5.
yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. It's oh man, so Harden passes the ball to Durant. Durant gets the mid range. The score is 80-66 with 5:51 left in the third. IQ has the ball. Screened by Julius. Has Durant on him. Over to Rose. Rose over to Burks. Burks driving baseline. Over to Julius. Julius got stripped. Nets have the ball. Cam Thomas over to Durant, and Durant has another mid-range again. As they show, Mama Durant is very happy for her son. Scores 82-66. The Nets are pulling away in this third quarter right here. Rose over to IQ. IQ, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving over to Burks. Burks, that was a lot of contact, but he got the layup in. Scores 68-82. Marcus Aldridge misses the mid-range. Scores 68-82. Randall bringing the ball up. IQ has Durant on him. Kicks it over to Randall. Randall has a double team. Over to Rose now. Rose with the three, and he misses. Straight off the backboard. Harden bringing it up, and Rose knocks the pass out of bounds, so it's still Nets ball, 82-68. They're inbounding it. Harden inbounds the ball to Aldridge. Aldridge to inbound. Aldridge to Harden. Right back to Durant. Durant over to Harden. Over to Thomas. Thomas gets the floater, and the score is 84-68. Julius drives to the paint yet again, and he's got a bucket. Seems like Julius and IQ are the only ones scoring for us in this quarter. The score is 70-84. Harden misses the three-pointer. IQ with a nice rebound, rips it out the air, brings it up. Noel is calling for a screen from Noel. He goes right, kicks it over to Burks. Burks driving, pass deflected, but then right back to Burks. Burks gets the floats up, and he gets fouled. So Burks finally heading to the line.
Wow, they know how to use a whistle on the Knicks end, huh?
Oh man, the score is 70-84. Davar, the Nets have a 14-point lead over the Knicks right now, and this is all happening in the third quarter. So Kemba's out, but the third quarter of doom is right back. As Burks makes the first free throw, the score is 71-84. 3:17 left in the third. Burks makes the second free throw. The score is 72-84. Harden has the ball, defended by Julius. Top of the perimeter. They try front face defending. And yes, Durant called for an offensive foul because he pushed Alec Burks before he tried to get the ball. So Rose has the ball. He's bringing the ball up. Score is 72-84. Knicks down by 12 in the third. Julius screens for Rose. He's calling for a cutting, and Julius cutting to the basket again. Score 74-84 off the back of Julius Randle. He's kind of slowly making this a game. It's now a 10-point game. Julius
Yo,
cutting off the ball, getting easier baskets for himself. I love this.
yeah, they go to a timeout there. Julius Randle driving. That's when good job. Finally, we see someone cutting to the basket, driving in there and getting the ball and getting that easy layup as they go to a timeout. Man, that was phenomenal with Julius
But
Randle.
more so than that, it's a bigger thing when the guy cutting is Julius. He's
Correct.
usually looking for the guy cutting.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And give Derrick Rose an assist there on that. and Aldridge did not rotate in time, and Harden didn't even want even a piece of that. So he olayed it. That's good job there by New York, getting in there and scoring on that opportunity, causing
Most
the Brooklyn Nets to get a timeout. You also see interesting facts there. You saw Cam Thomas, uh, Kevin Durant demonstrably told them, coming when they have to come to the ball, not stay in the corner waiting. Come get it when Derrick Rose knocked it out of bounds, and then you saw Durant put his around the shoulder of the young Thomas to talk to him, and you saw also Steve Nash talk to him, but they kept him on the floor. They didn't remove him off the bench. They kept him there.
as they're playing the audio assists from Steve Nash right now. The score is 74-84. The Knicks are down by 10 right now with 3:17 or 3:12 left in the third quarter. Oh, 2:46 left in the third as the Nets are inbounding the ball. And that's some good defense by the Knicks right there. You're trying to call out a play, passes over to Durant. Durant fakes the mid range, but then got the got two defenders up in the air, and then finally got it. Scores 86-74. Nets back up by 12. IQ calling for a lob to Julius, and wow, and he got kicked. Yes. Oh my gosh, Julius is slow to get up right now. Oh, he got kicked in the ooh. Julius might have got kicked in the family jewels.
Good thing he already has two kids.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's. All right, he's good. He didn't get kicked in the
Yeah,
family
he's
jewels,
good.
but yeah, but that was a foul on the entrance. Yeah, but that was rare right there. We saw them like I haven't seen them do a lob for Julius at all last season. This is the first lob we've seen for Julius.
Derrick
As
Rose.
Rose has the ball and he drives in. Oh my god! Mwah, it's jelly.
Man, I hope I can get a picture of that one. That
Oh
was
my gosh! Is Rose hard to the basket and they call a foul on Fournier's defense to the entry pass on LaMarcus Aldridge, but Derrick Rose, beautiful foray. Oh, switched over to the left hand, a beautiful foray. Score is 76-86. Knicks down by 10. Nets inbound the ball. Durant calling out an action, passes it out. Nope. Then passes it over to Plumlee. Plumlee kicks it over to Mills. Mills for three off the backboard. Knicks get the rebound. Julius, he's pushing with the ball. Kicks it over to Fournier. Fournier fakes the three. Kicks it over to Julius. Julius driving over back to Fournier. Fournier for three in the pocket, and it's good. 79-86. Knicks cutting right back into this lead by 7. Nets bringing the ball up. Julius is on KD right now as they call a foul right there. 1:18 left in the third. The score is 79-86. Durant heading to the line. He makes the first free throw. Score is 79-87. Knicks down by 8. Durant makes the second free throw. Knicks down by 9. The score is 79-88. 1:18 left in the third. Derrick Rose is tightly defended by Patty Mills. Rejects the screen from Julius. Back to Julius. Julius driving in the paint. Picks up the dribble. Back to Fournier. Fournier for three. And he gets it. Evan Fournier. Just like you said, he needed to respond. Scores 82-88. Knicks down by 6.
10 points
Evan
for Fournier in
Fournier.
that quarter.
Yep. Durant defended. Back to Mills. Mills misses the three. Julius gets the rebound. Julius bringing the ball up. Back to Fournier. Fournier back to Julius. Julius driving over to Noel. What?
Blocking foul. It's a blocking call.
It's a blocking foul. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. I needed to hear that because I
Yeah.
know he was in the restricted zone. That's got to be a block. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving. So they're going to call James Harden right back into the game as we see Blake Griffin out of the rotation. Rose is inbounding the ball right back to Julius. Julius dribbling. He's driving. Step back midi. Got it. Julius is on the board. He's feeling it right now. 84-88. Knicks down by 4 in this third quarter. 27 seconds left. It's a what 5 to 6 second difference. It's James Harden. He's driving, tries to step back. He's right back on the perimeter with the dribble. Evan Fournier on him tight. He loses the dribble. Fournier almost had it. He passes it off to Durant. 1 second left on the shot clock. Over to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas misses. Offensive rebound, and they miss it. And time's up in the third. So the Knicks fight right back in this third quarter. The score is 84-88. Knicks down by 4. And they're making this a game.
They're making a game. It's a 2 possession game right now for going into the fourth quarter. You're seeing them. Evan Fournier with 10 points. He's getting there. He's getting. We need told him we need someone to step up. That now that Barrett isn't going to return, and I didn't like the sequence, but it's right place at the right time but they didn't capitalize Millsap there. He got that offensive rebound, but they go to the fourth quarter, 88-84. And once that quarter starts, we'll get the call there. The Knicks are still shooting 49.3 from the field, 34 of 69. Brooklyn is shooting 49.3, even, but it's 33 out of 67 for the field goal percentage. Knicks are shooting 7 out of 24, 29.2 from three-point land. Brooklyn is shooting 30.4 from 7 out of 23. Knicks are 9 and 10 for the free throw line. Brooklyn is 15 out of 16. 33 rebounds for New York, 29 for Brooklyn. 8 of them on the offensive glass for the Knicks, 6 for Brooklyn. 18 assists for New York, 20 assists for Brooklyn. 2 blocks for New York, 5 blocks for Brooklyn. You got 4 steals for the Knicks, 5 steals for the Nets. Knicks turned the ball over 8 times, Brooklyn 7. Knicks have 42 points in the paint to Brooklyn's 36. So that's a good fourth quarter coming up. Let's see if the Rat Pack could actually tie it in and give the starting unit the lead. Will be interesting to see. We all need to keep it close. We need to pick and roll, pick up the pace on them. I agree with you on that. That's why to see how, hopefully we have, I hope we have like an 8 point fourth quarter from Obi Toppin, just with some transition dunks and just moving up and down and driving the Brooklyn Nets mad on defense, going back, trying to get back on transition off their heels. Hopefully we could get that. And the Knicks are missing RJ defense. They are, but you know what? Grimes, not bad, for the moments he was out there. Even though when he got out there, Brooklyn got on a lead a little bit, but hey,
Eh.
it
I
could be
mean,
much.
look, the
It could
most
be
I could
worse.
say about Grimes is we didn't have to say his name, so he was
Yeah,
he was a non-factor.
he wasn't a
But
non-factor, but he wasn't a negative. Like you're like, oh my god, his man beat him on the back door or cut, or he's so undersized that they, forcing the teams to double team and rotate. He hold his own. It
it's
wasn't
not.
like
I'm
sexy.
not saying he didn't hold his own. But if you're not, I know you're saying he's not a negative, but it wasn't like he was a positive either.
No,
He
he
was
was
just
out
out
there.
there
He
for
was
the moment.
he was
Yeah.
service. He was serviceable. He's a body serviceable. Not everybody's gonna be all star or superstar every night, but if you're serviceable and help guys stay off the floor and get them ready for the fourth quarter. Even though we know he's not going to play the fourth quarter, but it keeps the other guys on the court that's going to play the fourth quarter in the bench fresh so they could give a better fourth quarter effort. And that's what we wanted from Quentin Grimes. You didn't want him to pick up quick, silly fouls, and forcing Thibodeau to bring back a rested starter again and play him at heavy minutes. So he did, it was a serviceable job there. But I tell you one thing they're missing right now is as we start the fourth quarter, Julius and Julius drive picks up, misses the way shot misses. His Harden brings the ball up here with 11:30. So we lost 30 seconds. They didn't show us on TNT, but here's a drive and a foul there called as Bemby will go for some free throws. He got into the paint there. So that's twice they come back late. They don't show us the first 30 seconds. They're too busy giving an interview. They have something called picture in picture. You could put the TV low or you could do it on the broadcast side of TNT so we could see the actions.
Oh no, they're more so concerned about getting those
Yeah.
commercials off. Yeah.
No, they're more concerned about hearing Steve Nash talk. We don't want to hear that. He misses the first free throw. 88,
No,
84.
but
All
see,
the
then
coaches.
this is, but like if you could run the extra commercials while having Knicks fans watching, because we can't watch on MSG.
88, 84 as he's going to go for another free throw. He missed the first one, so he has another one coming up here with 11:32.
Most definitely. But another thing I wanted to mention is right now we're seeing that Steve Nash, he doesn't want to spend a moment without either Kevin Durant or Harden on the court. And while that's paying dividends for them right now, staggering them does leave it to a point where at some point these two guys are going to need to rest. That's when the bench unit needs to attack.
As he missed both free throws, Knicks bring the ball up here quickly. 4 on the shot clock. Quickly, he's going to have to put it up. Quickly goes into the paint. He puts it up. A floater misses. Offensive rebound and fight for the rebound. Loose ball foul there. Called on Obi Toppin running over Patty Mills there. So refs calling it a little tight there. 11:04. Brooklyn will bring the ball up here. So as a capacity crowd in Brooklyn tonight on a Tuesday night, holiday season, as Brooklyn inbound the ball here, picked up by Burks. Harden. Harden's the high man tonight. Harden keeps his dribble here. He's going to shoot a three over Burks, and he misses. Rebound, Rose. Rose brings it up. Surveys the floor. Rose one-on-one with Patty Mills. Rose is backing him in there. Rose is going to the basket, to the cup. Brings it out to Burks for a three. Three-pointer. Alec Burks. So Alec Burks hits a three. Knicks down by one. 87-88 here. As Harden brings the ball, asking for a screen from Millsap, but Burks fights over that screen. Ooh, a moving screen, and yes, turnover. So Burks hits the floor a little hard there, but he gets back up. That's part of being running over some screens. Good job by Alec Burks, as Kevin Durant is going to come back as a short rest there. So we'll see how much fuel do these Brooklyn superstars have here, playing a lot of minutes here. So Knicks will have it here on a turnover. So Rose will bring the ball up here with 10:20 in the fourth quarter. Knicks trail by one, have opportunity to take the lead.
And you notice
And
that, it was just Harden by himself, and so they brought back KD.
as Toppin back to Rose, 7 on the shot clock. Rose rises for a three. It's off the mark. Rose missing a shot there. You could tell a little rust as Brooklyn comes back. Now, double team. Harden passes to Durant for three, and that's off the mark. Rebound, offensive rebound by Bimby. And Durant gets the ball here. They get a new shot clock here, 10 on the shot clock. Durant drives, backs to Harden. Harden with the floater, and he hits it. So you give a second opportunity to the Brooklyn Nets. They cashed in there, 90-87 with 9:35 here in the fourth quarter as the Knicks bring it up. Burks, as Obi Rose here, he's got a mismatch with Harden, but Burks 10 on shot clock. Back to Obi. Obi thought about a three. Pass to Burke. 8 on the shot clock. Burks rises for mid range, and he hits it. So he right there. Knicks back down by one. 89-90 with 9:17 here in the fourth quarter. And you see the intensity. Brooklyn's missed 10 3-point attempts. So the three ball is not falling in there. Here's Durant with a mid range, and he misses. Rebound. Noel comes up with the rebound. Here's Derrick Rose. Knicks have a chance to take the lead here. Rose. Back to quickly. He's wide open for three. It's good. 3-pointer. Emmanuel quickly. So Knicks take the lead, 92-90 as he stares down. Timeout.
This is what we needed. right here. At some point, you want to keep these two superstars on the team. You want to pay them exorbitant amounts of money that's going to take up, actual roster spots, then hey, look what happens. They got to be bred. They got to be, physically ready for this. I know they're elite athletes, but you can't. No, only LeBron James is the only person I've seen to play a full 48 minutes of a game. And even then, it was really more so 47 minutes and a few seconds.
They always try to steal a couple seconds here and there for a rest. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And game in NBA time, it looks like 40 plus 48, but they try to squeeze a couple of time, for him to rest. And as I was watching on my other feed, Quickly's 3-pointer, man, Quickly's just impactful. That's what Quickly does. That's what Quickly does. Very impactful.
We're also seeing right now, A to Z just said, amazing what the right group of guys can do. Prize free agents not on the floor, and they play good basketball. Yeah, but it wasn't like, we're seeing that Tibbs wasn't afraid to bench Kemba and when they played him, but also when he played bad. But also we're seeing if we don't have Evan Fournier who can provide some offense to kind of help keep this game close, this game eventually turns into a blowout. So everyone's contributing to the game right now in a way that is helpful. We're keeping the game close enough, and that's all you can ask for with the Brooklyn Nets team that's kind of favored to come out of the East.
But they're still in the commercial. Once they commercial, I'll continue the play by play. Just looking around the league, the MLB league, there's a lot of news. Tune in tomorrow if you're a baseball fan. We're gonna have the free agent tracker, the Bombers strike back. We're gonna have a special podcast. Myself, we have a roundtable, a group of four. I am Heel. Heel's friend is gonna come on as well as Z, and we'll talk about a lot to talk about in the world of Major League Baseball. So those are your baseball enthusiastic, those that watch along here when we do the Yankees watch along. In the summer, we're gonna have the roundtable, free agents, a lot of action. It's gonna be a live programming. Join us. We're gonna open up the panel to anyone who wants to see their best uh, lineup or their wish list for the Yankees or Mets or Texas Rangers or whatever baseball fan. It's not just New York City centric MLB. We're talking about the whole league itself. So tune in tomorrow. We're definitely gonna have fun tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. And when is your guys? Are you doing the guy in MMA program with Austin, Chef Dan?
Which is usually done on Thursdays. Thursdays roughly around 11:55, 12 o'clock. We usually wait until after Thursday night football. We know a lot of you people, a lot of people, they enjoy their football. So we give you guys the time to just enjoy that, whether the teams on there are good or not. You just get to enjoy some football. And right after that, you can come join us at 12 o'clock on the Bronx Sports Jedi Network, where we discuss all things, all combat sports and all combat sports topics related. If it's wrestling, it's on there. If it's MMA, it's on there. If it's boxing, we got it.
As they
So,
inbound, yeah, go ahead, Chef.
no, go ahead.
As they inbound the ball here, and Brooklyn Knicks playing defense is much intensive. I double an open three shot and it hits. So Brooklyn hits their first three. So Knicks gamble there to double team and Johnson hits a 3-pointer in the corner. So 90 Brooklyn regains the lead 93-92. Millsap, good passing by Millsap. That's one thing that veteran knows how to do, pass that ball around. And he got an assist there. So 93-92 with 8:20 here as Burks passes the top and back to Burks. 11 on the shot clock. Burks moves, keeps his dribble to Rose. Rose driving. Rose puts it up. Oh, back to Obi. Obi. Nice move by Obi. Obi. And he got the blocking foul. So Obi topping, putting some moves, going aggressive to the glass there. And Millsap got called for a foul there. And Brooklyn now complaining to the refs there. So Toppin had to put it up there. Shot clock was winding down. So, but they're showing that play from Millsap. Although you could see that the foot might have been on the out of bounds line, but too late anyway. Ooh, he was out of bounds. And Toppin went strong. So young man will go to the free throw line. The Brooklyn native, Obi-Wan, used the force, hit that free throw. And he hits the first free throw. So we're all even here. 93 apiece here with 8:06 remaining. And Obi Toppin will have another free throw coming up.
That's good. We see Obi hitting his free throws. That's excellent.
as Randall returns to the game as well. So no rim protection right now. They're going small ball with Obi at the 5 or Randall, either or.
Or Mitch is they took out Mitch for Julius.
And he hits a pair of free throws, 94-93 here. Jedi Force, baby, absolutely. With 8 minutes remaining as Harden brings the ball up. So you got Johnson, Durant, Bromby, Harden, and Millsap on the floor for Brooklyn. And Millsap goes off, and oh no, it was Harden, excuse me, and he scores on a nice move there. Brooklyn takes the lead again. The Knicks on the floor. You got Burks, Rose, quickly, Toppin, and Randall. So Burks brings the ball up, calls a play immediately. So we see some motion, we see some movement here as Obi starts moving. Burks rises for 3, and this off the mark. Rebound, Brooklyn. So here's Durant in the open court and quickly fouls him. So smart play there. So they'll inbound this here. Brooklyn up 95-94 with 7:27 in the fourth quarter. Thank you for those joining us and watching along. And hit that like and subscribe to our channel. We do the watch along here, Return to the Knicks podcast. Check out our audio platforms, wherever you get your audio podcast at. We have all different types of programming as Harden gets the ball here. And Harden has Obi on him. A 10 on the shot clock. It's be interesting. He passes the ball to Durant. He's going to shoot a 3, and this is off the mark. Rebound. Obi Toppin comes flying for that rebound. Toppin back to Burks. Back to Quickly. 14 on the shot clock. Quickly surveils. Quickly looks. Quickly has a mismatch. He could use his speed and quickness, but Quickly thought about the 3. He's going in. He drives to Julius. 4 on the shot clock. Julius going to have to put this up from the circle. And he hits it. Julius Randle hitting an outside jumper. Knicks regain the lead, 96-95 with 6:40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. Harden driving. Harden loses the ball, and Knicks retain it. I thought they were going to call a foul, but no, it was a loose ball. Obi Toppin, and he slams it. Obi Toppin uses the force there in transition. Knicks lead 98-95. Yes, indeed. I love it. Woo! Here's Durant. As the defense chant rolls in Brooklyn, and Maldridge hits a long range jumper. Cuts the lead. Knicks up by 1, 98-97. That's basketball, Susan.
Most definitely.
And here's Rose back to Quickly. Obi wants the ball. He's feeling it, but he goes, "Okay, I didn't get the ball, fine." But here's Quickly. He has a mismatch. Quickly. Oh, good defense by Harden, and no foul call. No fouls leading to a transition. Durant misses the dunk. Durant sold out, but they call a foul. Where? Who? The air? You're getting the foul on the air? What was that about? I got to see the replay on that. And Thibodeau, yes, Thibodeau's going to challenge it. Yeah, get some cojones. Challenge that. My God, nobody touched him.
Oh, my God, there was no.
Come on. Oh, my goodness. He just totally missed it. Sold out. He sold out. My God. Timeout. They're going to challenge. The green light there. That was a foul on gravity.
Replay.
Oh, my goodness.
No foul. No. And y'all don't call that foul on Derrick Rose. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing the replay right now, and we don't get those calls. No one gets those calls.
Come on.
No, we're not doing that. No phantom foul calls here.
Come on. The only foul you're going to call is he got his hurt feelings. That's all it is. Oh, my God. And Thibodeau's like, yeah, Thibodeau's going to defend his boy, his teammate, of course. Oh, my goodness. I mean, there was a little tap on the elbow, but that's come on. That's not even touch.
That's not even, no, it's not.
My God, that's not even touch. There's even worse. Man, I see worse touches on a bar than that. My goodness, get out of here with that. Oh my goodness, we shall see. Wow. Oh, that's how, Chef. You have opportunity when I'm on the court. Try to highlight So we get these kids in here.
Yeah,
So
no, I was just about to highlight
yeah,
that
yeah,
because
cool,
yeah,
cool.
Z said it correctly. The worst part is if they say no foul, then it's a jump ball. But the Knicks
Yeah,
clearly had an opportunity after that missed dunk. If it falls, it flies out of bounds. It's the Knicks' possession.
thank you, thank you. Yes, indeed, indeed, big task. Absolutely.
Big task, always showing love. Yeah, Z. The call's just bogus.
Ooh, big time. Well, I'm gonna be interested to see if Secaucus will do something and say that oh they'll reverse this. It'll be interesting. I'm thinking 70% they're not gonna reverse it.
They're not reversing it.
70% because they don't want to embarrass the referees on nationally televised games.
Yeah, they're not going to, and that's the oh
And they're
man.
gonna see that little saw, that little tap of love. They're gonna say that was the foul. They're gonna go like this. Oh, he massaged them. Come on,
Mm-hmm. They're gonna say,
come
"Oh,
on.
on the arm, on the arm. He touched him on the arm."
He touched him on the arm, and we're gonna give him the foul because he didn't give Durant the happy ending. Unbelievable. Wow, this has got to stop with the refereeing, these officials. Especially before the game comes back. Especially when you have every game before you start, you got a clown that comes out because he is a clown. Hey, if the Knicks go to the fifth quarter, you win. I can't
Oh
stand that
man, yeah,
clown.
I can't stand that guy.
And
That guy
no,
with the ass hat.
we don't want to go in the fifth
We don't
quarter. We
want to
want to
go to
finish
the.
it.
We want
Let
to
us
finish
finish.
the game in regulation, and
Yes.
we want to enjoy our victory as we go to sleep. Like we don't want to watch five freaking overtimes. Like this is.
No, here's the call.
You're ahead of me, so you got to let me know.
Unsuccessful challenge. Unsuccessful challenge.
What?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow.
But then again,
Wow.
look, I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. He's Kevin Durant, and they're gonna give him that call.
Whatever. Whatever. I mean, and he hits a free throw. Wow. My God, that is so egregious. Terrible call. 98, 98, 98. They all even now here. You still got to play through. You can't let the referee dictate
Yeah.
this here. And Durant hits a pair of free throw here. 99,
Scores.
98 here. As Durant with 17 points here, 6 of 18 from the field. Knicks down by one. So 5-on-8 here action as Julius drives. He has a triple team. And Obi Toppin, loose ball. Brooklyn comes up there. So it happens when you play 5-on-8 on defense. As Harden comes up. Here's Durant, one-on-one with Obi Toppin. He shoots over Toppin and he's feeling it. So Kevin Durant with a hand up in his face, 101, 98. So just what Durant needed, a little spark, a little help from the Zebras. 101, 98 here.
Yep.
5:05, plenty of time here left. Here's Randall, puts the screen. Here's Rose. Rose driving in the block, rejected, but quickly with the ball. 9 on the shot clock. Back to Rose. Rose wants it. Rose penetrate. Rose stops on a dime. Floater, and he hits it. Derrick Rose not being denied. 100 and 101 here. Derrick Rose coming up big here in the fourth quarter. Derrick Rose with 16 points, 6 of 12 with 4 rebounds. Here's Harden. Harden bounce pass and this ball, and they call it a quick kick ball, so they'll get a new shot clock there as Mitchell Robinson comes back in the game here. So pretty good positive minutes there between Toppin and Randall and Obi asks Thibodeau, why are you taking me out? I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Say something. 100 and 101. Inbound ball. 9 on the shot clock. Harden back to Durant. Durant shoots, misses, rebound, Rose. So 4 minutes and 20 seconds here. Rose holds a minute. He's gonna 15 on shot clock. Rose attacking back to Randall. Randall holds it. Randall didn't. Wasn't comfortable shooting the three. Randall calling a play out. 6 on the shot clock. Randall. And there's a foul called on Harden. That was a ticky tack foul there. You can't make up those calls.
You
Not when
can't
you think
now.
mention like that. Because all they're gonna do is side out of bounds and that's it. No, that was a terrible. No matter how much calls, they can't make up for that bad call there. That's not 409 as the Knicks will inbound the ball here. Back to Rose. Rose Rose is being picked up by Aldridge. Rose passes to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson gets fouled. So Mitchell Robinson, there you go. No foul. It was called out of bounds. There was a lot of contact. Wow. A lot of contact, and it said ball out of bounds. Wow. Mitchell Robinson got slammed to the ground. No foul call. Wow. As they inbound the ball here to Randall. Randall's going to shoot the three, and this off the mark air ball. So, wow. They should be going to the line to try to tie, but nope. They turn the ball over. Here's Durant. Back to Aldridge. They need to play here. Aldridge with an open jumper. Tip. Randall comes up with the loose ball here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds here in the fourth. Randall jumps in the air. Back to Rose. Rose driving back to Burks. Burks for a three-pointer. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Mitchell Robinson keeps it alive. And last touch by Brooklyn. So Mitchell Robinson tapping the ball, keeping the ball alive. Knicks will have it. 100 and 101. Knicks trail here. They'll get a new shot clock, and they keep possession of the ball here. 14 on the shot clock, a new shot clock. As Rose is going to inbound the ball here to Burks. Burks back to Randall. 10 on the shot clock. Randall driving. Randall off the glass and scores. Julius Randall puts the Knicks up 102 to 100 with 3:22 in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Brooklyn. Steve Nash immediately calls out. Timeout. Randall having some words. And he's fired up as they go to a timeout break here with 3:22. Chef Dan.
Most definitely. You're ahead of me right now, but yeah, Julius Randle putting in work, attacking the paint. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we always wanted to see from Julius Randle. That's the formula for success right now. It's a beautiful thing right there.
Second there. And where are you, Nets? It's a good game right here. Good back and forth game tonight. Really good
Most
back and forth game. I wish the Zebras would not be impactful here. Just let the guys play because it is a really good game.
Nah, this is a really good game. The pace is good. If the Zebras were less involved, then this would be a really great game.
But so far, it is what it is. We'll take it, and we'll have to, like G Money says, we need to overcome and continue playing and executing our game.
Most definitely, and we have the time left. It's roughly 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We have the time left. We got to close out strong.
And we'll see. We'll see if the Brooklyn Nets, how they're conditioning us too. A lot of minutes for both guys, for their big guys. We'll see. Not that much rest here. Right now, Hart is playing 36 minutes, and Durant 37. So both of the guys approaching 40-minute mark. So they'll be close to their 40 minutes tonight for both those guys. So let's see if the defense will capitalize as they inbound the ball here. Yeah, go ahead, Shaq. Say it real quick.
No, it's most definitely. We know that Nash isn't taking either of them out for offensive or defensive purposes.
And there's 7 ties and 14 lead chains. Knicks playing some defense. Last touch by the Knicks, the loose ball. 10 on the shot clock with 3:09 here. So Knicks defense got a little tensified in that possession there, harassing Aldridge, but they last touched the ball. So 10 on the shot clock. Knicks up 102-100 with 3:09 here. As Brooklyn looks to inbound the ball underneath the basket. Harden 3, 4. Oh, just got it off in time. And here's Durant, raises and hits. Kevin Durant with a mid-range on a curl. Hits it, puts the Brooklyn Nets back up 103-102 with 2:59 left in the quarter. Knicks have 17 points off the bench tonight. 36 for the game, for that quarter. 17 points from the bench tonight for the Knicks in the fourth quarter. As Randall getting double. Randall passes it to Rose, back to Burks. Burks for a 3. It's good. 3-pointer. Alec Burks give Rose an assist on that. Knicks up 105-103 with 2:32 in the fourth quarter. The chance of defense starting to serenade in Brooklyn. Yes, in Brooklyn. And quickly, he's got Harden. Harden drives quickly all over him like a cheap suit. They double. Back to Patty Mills. Patty Mills puts a floater up and he hits it. Tough shot by Mills. Got in the lane. We're all even at 105 here. So that championship pedigree in Mills hits that clutch shot. 105 with 2 minutes to go. Exactly, as Quickly brings the ball up here. Quickly. Back to Randall. Randall has Harden on him, 8 on the shot clock as they try to pretend they're going to double. Shake and bake from Randall. Randall, almost had the bounce, rings out. Durant comes up. Brooklyn could take the lead here with a minute and 40 seconds. Randall, back to Durant. Durant, wrong range, and he hits it. Kevin Durant starting to heat up as Randall argues that his hands were pushed away. Wait a minute. A technical foul on Julius Randle.
Ugh.
The referees are too much. Too much.
Yeah, nah, this
The
is,
calls
yeah.
are too much. So they're gonna go for technical. They call a timeout here to good call by Tibbs to calm down Randall here. He's got a technical foul here, and Durant just hit a tough mid-range jumper, and his hands were smacked out. Durant smacked his hand out and freed him from rising, and Julius complained, and he got hit with a tee. Terrible call. Terrible call.
That was terrible, yeah.
So they're in a timeout right now. When they come back, they're Knicks short by 2 and possibly 3. And I'm looking at the play there. I don't know what Julius' gripe was, though. I'm trying to see what the gripe was a little bit. I wish they'll show the replay there. That was a tough shot by Kevin Durant, though. Very tough long range jumper. And it's because of the height that he has. When he elevates with that 6'10" frame, it's just above. He has a really good look at the rim as Julius Randle coming back from the timeout, still barking at the official. He's still barking at him. As Durant will go to the line here to try to hit the technical foul here and put Brooklyn up by 3 with a minute and 36 seconds here. And he hits, got a friendly bounce there. 108, 105 with a minute and 36 seconds here.
And oh man, Julius is going off, but he has every right. If he tells the referee what he's doing, and you got to look for it, and the referee, yeah.
As they inbound the ball here, Mitchell Robinson, and they roll it in here as Rose let it get all the way to the midcourt, and he picks it up here, minute and 35. Julius gets the ball here. Julius one-on-one isolation. Julius makes it to the paint, pass to Rose for open 3, and misses. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. Burks back to Randall. Randall driving. Randall, and no call there. A lot of contact. So stolen. And that's travel. No call. My God, that was a traveling call. James Harden got up and down. Wow. 105, 108 with a minute here. They're trying to play clock here.
Wow.
Clock. Right, and John Harden for a long 3. Fight for the rebound. Mitchell Robinson comes up. Here comes Rose. Back to Burke. Back to Randall. Randall has a jam, and he dunks it. Knicks down by 1. 49-42. 108, 107. So Knicks got to play some defense here. As you saw, Brooklyn nonchalantly did not ate a lot of shot clock. And let's see if they do that same possession here. 14 on the shot clock. 38.7. Can the Knicks defense come? Here's Durant. Durant with a long mid-range. Misses air ball. Last touch. They say Brooklyn ball. They need to review it. You're under 2 minutes. It behooves them to review that because it didn't look like it was an air ball. And yes, it was Mitchell Robinson. No, sorry, Mitchell Robinson had a hand on it. So let's be objective here. So they will retain possession. Brooklyn with 8 on the shot clock. Good thing for the Knicks, it did not touch the rim. So they just continue. They could continue to play defense, and they don't have to foul. And they're going to have opportunity to get the ball back here. Trailing by 1 here. So they decided to go away from the stadium to show us the game that's going to happen 25 minutes later from now. And they're showing, it's a good game. It's a great game, 18-2 to 17-3. But right now, who's watching this game is people who care about who's playing on the court. We don't care about Warriors and Suns, in my opinion. The ball did not hit, Reggie. Shut up. The ball didn't hit the rim. Come on. No, it didn't. For you, it did, of course. It did not hit the rim.
Oh, yeah. I got to mute Reggie.
It did not change direction.
I can't hear it.
It would have hit the rim. It would have hit direction. it would have changed direction. It did not. It stood the same trajectory. So it is Brooklyn's ball.
Yeah,
8 on the shot clock, 33.3 seconds. So they'll have it for the final possession. If they miss the shot here, Knicks need to secure the rebound. They need to secure the rebound. So they're still in a long timeout. Of course, they're gonna, this is a real key possession here for Brooklyn and for both teams. So we'll see here who Thibodeau will go on the floor with tonight to close to this final defensive possession. So
I'm surprised you listening to Reggie talk, man. I can't. That man is.
No, I can hear him. I can hear him really. Good thing my hearing is still good, so I can hear. It's really, really extremely low, and I can hear him saying, "Oh, did he? I don't think I hit that. I think that hit the rim. I think that hit the rim. I hit that the rim." You clown.
Reggie Bill is an asshat.
So now, here we go. We'll get ready for the action, folks. Let's bring it home. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Knicks. 34 points for James Harden, by the way. 10 out of 20 with 8 assists. So they're going to inbound the ball here. So the same 5 is still on the floor for the Knicks. No substitution patterns. Wow, it's going to need to get it in there. And he just got it. Almost turned over. Durant, 6 on the shot clock. Julius. Durant going to the basket. No call there. Oh, golly. They bail him out with a foul call.
Late whistle, wasn't it?
Extremely late. And Thibodeau cannot challenge because he challenged that play earlier. Let's see. He rises. No one touched him. Nobody touched him again. My goodness. It looks like contact, but no contact was made. And he hits a free throw. So Knicks down here. 109-107. My goodness.
Where's the contact?
No contact.
Julius hit the ball.
There was no contact. Rose didn't even touch him either. And Thibodeau's pissed. He told the referee get out of his face. And he hits both. So Knicks trail by 3 here. 110-107 with 27.5 seconds. This should be the play of the game here. Knicks going to have to come up out of their tricks and bags. Who's going to hit the big 3-point shot here? As quick as Burks. Burks got fouled there. So I think they have a foul to give here. 107-110 here. Could we see a Larry Johnson 4-point play opportunity?
Oh, man. Hopefully, right? Oof.
Thibodeau will call a timeout here.
Oh, man.
This is it's disgusting.
I know we made this game relatively close, even with the way the Zebras were affecting the game, but at some point it's got
I love when Thibodeau waves the referee out of his face. The referee wanted to tell him something to get out of my face.
He's just waving him, get out of my face. I don't want nothing. There's nothing for us to talk about.
It's disgusting. This is disgusting with the officiating. This is extremely, extremely disgusting. I don't want to hear that. Oh, they did the calls for both teams. No, you shouldn't be calling.
Nope.
You shouldn't be calling egregious calls. Period.
It shouldn't be egregious calls. Period.
Yes, I agree. There's some good comments in the chat, Dan. I agree with them.
I just see it. Yeah. See, you're correct. We're fighting. We're trying to fight out of this, but like these guys, at what point do you kind of just tell yourself like, man, I can't do it.
All right, so we're going to get the action here as Burks is going to inbound the ball. Now they wait for the last second to do some substitution. Brooklyn. So on the floor for New York, Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, quickly, Randall and Fournier. So they want shooting. They want 3-point shooting here. They want a lot of guys who could possibly hit a 3. Who's going to get free and who's going to get a wide look open 3? And will the Knicks try to force it here? We shall see. Let's see how they set this up here. So 19.3 seconds. Here we go. Inbound to Fournier. Fournier for the curl for a 3. It's good! 3! three-pointer. Stepping up you. Fournier hits it. 110 even, baby. Timeout, Brooklyn. Yes. Pepe Le Pew. Hits it. Woo. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Oui,
Yes.
oui. Oui,
Oui,
oui.
oui. Oui.
It was a beautifully designed play there from Evan Fournier off the curl. Beautiful execution to perfection. Now, they need to play defense here. They need to play defense. Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. You know what? I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Highlight these cats.
Oh my gosh. No,
Woo!
I see. Woo.
13 points for Evan Fournier, 5 of 11, 3 of 7 from three-point land. All even at 110. 17 seconds. Final possession here. Brooklyn will have the ball. They'll advance it with the timeout. Who will get the final shot for the Brooklyn Nets? And can
It's
the
either
Knicks
I don't.
defense prevail? Go ahead.
It had to be either Kevin Durant or James Harden. I don't know. That was a clutch shot by Evan Fournier right there. Clutch shot. I don't think Reggie Bullock's hitting that last year.
We need a steal and a dunk. We need a steal dunk here. Here we go. 17 seconds here as they inbound the ball. Burks decides to play back away from the inbounder. Here we go. Durant gets the ball here. 16 on the shot clock. He's going to hold. He surveils and looks. 11 on shot clock. Fans on their feet. Randall guarding Durant. Here's the double team from Rose. Passes it here to Johnson. Johnson's going to put it up. Mitchell Robinson. Did they call a foul? They called a foul.
Wow.
They called a foul. Get the heck out of here, these referees. Oh my God, you do not call fouls in this situation. That was on Paul.
I can't, bro.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God, that was on Paul. For the love of Lord. My God, that was on Paul. No, he's going to the free throw line with 2.2, and he hits a free throw. Knicks trail by 1 here.
That was all. Oh my God.
This is terrible officiating. James Johnson.
Nah, he hit his hand.
I don't think the Knicks have timeouts. They're gonna have to get this ball across, all the way across. That's the thing with 2.2. Let's see. John Johnson for the second one. He hits it. So Knicks trail by 2. They're gonna have to inbound it, go the full length of the court here. Man. Rose back to Fournier. Fournier for the 3 for the win. Oh, off the mark. So Brooklyn and the referees beat the New York Knicks 112 to 110 tonight. My God. Good game. The referees should be disgusting as Julius Randle gives them a good eyeful. So does Tom Thibodeau, tells them a few things, and they're irate.
Yeah, of course.
Get the heck out of here. That is disgusting. And Fournier had a nice look there. Now he was too far away there. Would have loved quickly to take that shot.
Oh yeah. Julius is letting them know.
Yeah. That's a quickly shot, but hey, Fournier was a hot hand there. I can't fault them there. Great game. Great game. Not like the results there. Let's have a little round table. Chef Dan, give us the stats while I put the StreamYard link here. So anyone that wants to join us tonight, we'll open it up.
The Nets beat the Knicks tonight. The Nets and the referees beat the Knicks tonight, 112 to 110. Very close game altogether. The Nets outscored the Knicks first quarter 33-27. The Knicks came back to outscore the Nets 33-27. 30 no. The Knicks got outscored 33-28 in the first quarter. The Nets got outscored 33-27 in the second quarter. The Brooklyn Nets outscored the Knicks 28-23 in the third, and then the Knicks came back 26-24 in the fourth, but it wasn't enough. Julius Randle, he was our top performer tonight with 24 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 steal. James Harden was the top performer for the Nets with 34 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Field goals, both teams shot 48% from the field. 3 pointers, the Knicks shot 34%, the Nets shot 29%. Free throws, the Knicks shot 92%, the Nets shot 88%. The rebounds, the Knicks outscored the Nets 42-38. Offensive rebounds, the Knicks out rebounded the Nets 10-9. Assists are dead even at 27. The steals, they have more steals than us, 7-5. Blocks, more blocks than us, 7-2. Turnovers, we have more turnovers than them, 10-9. Points in the paint, we have more than them, 52-46. Second chance points, 16-12. Fast break points, they have 19 to our 13. Points off of turnovers, we have 13 to their 12. The biggest lead they had was 16. The biggest lead we had was 8. Fouls at the end of the game, we had 21 personal fouls and they had 14 personal fouls.
Chef Z, what's going on? Z, talk to us.
I got one thing to say, and then I'll pass it right back to you guys. I know it's just across the town. I know it's not that far from Madison Square Garden. But when you're in another team's building and you're hearing a F, I can't use the word, but F the refs chant, and you're hearing, calls about, just chants about the call, the officiating. That's when you know it's bad.
Zach, before you get off, no, Zach,
Hold on,
I don't. No. I'm good. I want to add this to you, so that you really have a comprehension of what we're talking about. This isn't just the Knicks shot 12 free throws tonight. The Nets shot 25.
Yeah, I know, and it's a football score, and the foul deficiencies is literally 21-14. That's Julius. I mean, I counted 4 times tonight where Julius went to the rack and there was more contact in that last play. Let alone not even just the Kevin Durant dunk that he missed, not even just that. I counted 4 plays where there was literally Julius got doubled and actually body contact initiated by the defense, which by definition is a shooting foul.
Yes.
And all 4 of those that I counted, and of course you guys watched the game just as I did, so there could have been more, but just the 4 that I counted were more than that on James Johnson. That was the worst officiated NBA game that I've seen in probably a couple weeks.
I'm gonna say this, right? I remember when we made the complaint last time, G Money said you can't make the complaint if the game isn't close. Can we make the complaint now?
Now I mean, you can always make the complaint, but at the same time, G Money is right in that sense where you still have to.
I know you still have to. No, you still have to execute and play through that. But what I'm saying is, looking at the way this game ended, you don't think we can make that complaint now?
You can, but at the same time, it was so close. Ball bounces, it happens, but it's just you don't like to see that. Even if, to be honest, you don't want to see that. Even if it's, of course, we'll take it if bad officiating causes the Knicks to win or whatever. Appreciate that, Kev. But you don't want to see it even if it's for your team. You want to see a fairly officiated game for both sides. You want to see them go by the rules and by the book. Nothing else. No star treatment, no Hall of Fame treatment. Just treat them just like every other player. And that's the most annoying thing I have in NBA basketball is when even an announcer will say, "Well, he's not gonna get that call. He's a rookie." What do you mean? He's a basketball player on the floor. They should all get the same calls, whether they're right or wrong.
I agree with you on that one. I know it's open to interpretation. Those are judgment calls. The same thing with in baseball with the judgment call and football and so forth. And I know it's a human element, but when it's so egregious, James Harden traveled. He was up and down. He went up the ball, and nothing was called there. Even the players stopped for a moment, thinking that it was going to be a call of a turnover, and nothing was called. I'm like, what? I mean, it's like
But
these stupid calls, and you go into the George Thibodeau's challenge. Durant didn't even get touched. It was like it was wow. When that missed dunk, that changed the game. Like that also, I'm not saying that changed the game there, but that could have been different. Knicks get the possession. They go on a fast break. They probably go up. And who knows how
and
that
the
course
worst
of
part
that
about
game goes.
that is even if they won, even if they overturned that, it would have been a jump ball because the ball
Yes.
went towards midcourt. It didn't go out of bounds. So it still would have been a jump ball. But, and then two, you said about the NFL and all that judgment calls. I get it that there's judgment calls. Refs make mistakes just like players do. But at the same time, in every other sport, they have replay initiated by the booth if something happens like that. That's that egregious. If something in the last, not even in 2 minutes of football, I get it. But in the last minute of a basketball game, they should be able to have booth-initiated replays from Secaucus, New Jersey, that where the main officiating is, where they can stop the play and make the refs review it. It's that simple. That's what would fix this right here. That would have fixed the Johnson foul call. And then, of course, Reggie Miller's got to say, well, he swiped down. It doesn't matter. He made no contact. He didn't initiate the contact.
Yeah, it's like when you pushed off on John Starks. You pushed him, you threw him all the way to the freaking third row of the garden, and oh, that wasn't a foul. You swiped down on the guy and threw him to the floor. I mean,
And then the worst part about Reggie too, he's so biased. It's so sad. He's like Troy Aikman in basketball, but he'll sit there and say Julius can't let the refs get to him. He has to keep his composure. But God forbid Kevin Durant gets a call he's not okay with, and it's okay if he complains the whole game. It's okay if certain guys complain, just not. It seems like I don't know. I just can't stand a bias towards Hall of Famers, no matter who it is. Even if we had like LeBron James on our team, we got all the calls. I can't stand that. You call them. It doesn't matter if it's Kelly Oubre or if it's Michael Jordan. They're all players on the court. They should be officiated the exact same.
you said Kelly Oubre?
Yeah.
Oh man, this was absolutely disgusting. And I just wanted to mention this because you said it, Zach, completely how a bad referee game, even if we win the game, even if the bias is going towards us, you can always see it and just go, ugh, like you don't want to watch the game. Not for nothing, I remember the Rockets game we had earlier this year. That was also a badly officiated game. Even though we won the game, like it was very terrible. And the thing with the thing with bad officiating is you like a lot of people think like, hey, if you do that, then certain scores are not going to happen. Yeah, cool, but then bad officiating also leads to fights. A lot of the time when certain foul calls are not being called and the player could just feel like repeatedly like, hey, no matter what, whether I drive or not, I'm gonna get hit, and they're not gonna blow the whistle. And then after that, your coach is telling you, hey, I need you to drive regardless. This is how the game is being played. I need you to drive. It's at a certain point where a player is gonna take a certain, like, you're only gonna take a only but so much physical contact before you go, nah, I'm not the one. And it's these refs that are instigating that.
I agree with you on that, man. You know me. Been saying all the different egregious play. Especially that foul that the Chicago Bowl game when they first beat them in Chicago. Those that call that Kemba Walker got called for a tripping foul that he wasn't nowhere in the facility. He just tripped on the court. And they called a foul and the ball out of should have been Nick's ball out of bounds. They called foul and they show the replay. Nothing. They didn't replay it. They showed the replay on the broadcast. He wasn't nowhere near it. Bad call. There's so many terrible calls up and down. And there's so much instant replay and shows. I mean, Yeah, maybe you're right, Z. Maybe they have to implement, the buzzer alike calling from, Secaucus. And
Is that
Nah, you don't
is
know,
that
but I think it's more than that. Nah, it's more than that, Z. You know what I think they should really implement? Because the NFL referees at least have this right. Let's say they throw a flag on a play. After Secaucus gives them what's going on, the referees can then go on the mic and say, there was no flag on the play. You just play on. The referees in the NBA, they don't, I don't know, it's like their pride won't allow them to do that. Won't, it's just, if they whistle for a foul, they look at it and just go, that wasn't a foul. The ball was going to go out of bounds. And like, we were wrong.
but it's not. It's really not that much to ask. It doesn't. The last minute of the game, as soon as that hits 59.9, every single review, every single foul call and out of bounds call. I'm not talking anything else, but just foul call or out of bounds call can be initiated from Secaucus and reviewed. It doesn't slow the game anymore because you guys know in the last minute of an NBA game, there's always reviews. It's always slow anyway. So what does it matter? What does it hurt? The only thing it does is hurt the ref's pride just because they get the calls right. But I mean, it's annoying. And then you get the 5-minute report the next day, the final 5 report, and the refs admit they get it wrong. Well, what the hell does that do? Pardon my French. But what does that do? That
It
doesn't
does.
change the outcome. It's just, oh, okay, slap on the wrist. We're sorry. Like that doesn't change, especially with the way this team's been playing. If they're going to be a fringe, a little bit over 500 the whole year, that could change whether we're in the play-in or whether we're in the 6th seed. Stuff like this. I mean, they play the best team in the NBA, in my opinion, the most talented team when they're right, and you play them tough. And after the adjustments and you play them tough, you play good basketball. You were right there in the very end. You came back from down 16, and you had every opportunity to win this game, and then it's just ripped away. That's terrible.
That's the anticlimactic part about it. They battle, they score, but like, oh, we still can't all go over the hump. It's like you get frustrated because you just invested your time watching this team in this game, and it wasn't your team that lost it, and that's what upsets you as a fan base. You know,
Like if we
as
lost,
far as
if we lost fair and square, we lost fair and square. There's no.
right.
But
Right, and then when you lose it like that, you're like, oh man, like,
yeah,
well, we can't catch a break. Like, it is. We know we're under talented from the team that we're playing against, and we do everything right, and we just to get someone from outside to influence to take it away, especially when you and the NBA now is in bed now with FanDuel, MGM Grand, all these betting. You're doing points, minus the spreads and all that, and then you had that Tim Donahue incident years ago, and then you see all this stupidity with these refs. You're like, damn. You start questioning, and like, why? It's just so much that gets you upset. I'm even lost for words. I'm so irate and bothered because I watched it and I saw how this team really fought hard and really played inspired and for nonsense calls, egregious. You want to say that Mitchell Robinson call. He might have touched him there, or you don't call that, but. And I hate to sound like an
That
old
no,
man.
but
Don't get
I
on my
know, no,
lawn.
no, 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 no. I know exactly what you're saying. It's like the last couple of seconds, the referees have to swallow all whistles and let the players decide the game. Don't let the refs decide the game. The
They
refs just
did.
decided the game for us,
They did.
and that's the sucky part about it.
Right, and I was gonna bring back the fact, and I hate to bring back history. It's not like an old fart, but Charles Smith got mauled under the basket, man, against the freaking Bulls in the Charles Smith Memorial game in Memorial Day there, man. How many times he got fouled going up, no call? I mean, last time I heard, it's still the same game. It's still the same whistles, the same. What's a foul's a foul. I'm like, my God, it's like
yeah.
it's just
Or
so frustrating.
Reggie Miller against Michael Jordan in the playoffs, where he literally said he committed the offensive foul. He was putting it on the refs to call the game. Well, yeah, people get special treatment. But with that being said, I got to be up early for work tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end the
Yeah.
stream, on a positive note here because we got the Chicago Bulls coming up. We got the Chicago Bulls. And in New York Thursday night. We right now. Let's talk about the positive. The Knicks, the way the team played. They played all in all, despite losing this by 2 points, it was a really good game tonight. They battled. They didn't turn the ball over much. The third quarter they could have folded, but they battled again. They inserted some youth. They inserted, good to see Derrick Rose back on the floor. Taj Gibson is really missed here for just his defense getting in the pass lane. We weren't in full speed. RJ Barrett not feeling well either. Although I don't think he would have played the fourth quarter neither. Even if he was, would have played, I think they would have sat him as well. But all in all, Chef Dan, they played really well. They played decent. They played good. Evan Fournier, now we know that he could come up a curl in the fourth quarter and could hit a 3-pointer, last second. Also, Alec Burks could do the same thing. Manuel quickly is a scoring machine, or is in scoring range, anywhere from half court, pretty much. He could, I could count on him to shoot and score there. So you're starting to like a lot of situation that's happening going forward. Maybe this is something that's gonna piss off the Knicks, going forward. And now I think they're gonna go on a nice run. I think they're gonna end up winning 6 out of the last 8 coming up. I think they're gonna get hot.
I'm not gonna lie with you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Every indication, I know we're coming off of a loss, but every indication of what this game was, it feels like the Knicks have a chance to essentially rip off, like you said, the next 6 of their next 8, because like the only thing that really worried me about this whole game was in that third quarter when the offense got a little stagnant because they were trying. I guess they were more so trying to force feed the ball to Randall. Now, when they weren't doing that and Randall was cutting, he was still able to get to 20 something points. He was still able to get to eight rebounds and 8 assists and things of that nature. So we don't need Randall to just be pounding the rock in the paint and looking for a double team and things of that nature. I think we just got used to that style of play because it was easiest last year. So you're naturally going to revert to what's easier. But man, if anything, this game right here was just a great indication that the offense is truly beginning to open up. Not only that, but when you have Tibbs who's really comfortable with going to a manual quickly. We got Derrick Rose back, and we're seeing Derrick Rose. He just needed that time to rest, but he's right back to being who he is. And this is like all the while, like we're seeing this. I had some notable hit ups from Ian Begley this whole time while the Knicks are kind of fighting through and things of that nature. Kemba is being the consummate pro. He's the first guy off the bench, clapping it up, dapping everyone, things of that nature. So I love seeing that. Right after Obi was talking to Tibbs about why he shouldn't be pulled, the things of that nature, when the inbounds play was coming in, you see Obi, he really didn't take a seat yet because he's telling people to communicate. Here's what's going on. I see a guy coming, getting ready to curl. I'm getting a different visual. We have to communicate more. So it's a beautiful thing. I think we're doing all the right things. It's just that one moment during the third quarter where, I don't know, it felt like we just had to force feed the ball to Randall to kind of get him going. If we go to those plays that we were going to later on in the third, where Randall was just cutting, where he slowly started to figure out in that third quarter, it's like, hey, they don't need me to pound the air out the ball. I'm gonna take 2-3 dribbles. I'm gonna fade away from the baseline, get my mid range. If it hits, if it doesn't, that's fine. After that, I'm cutting in the 2-3 zone. I'm gonna be the middleman. I'm cutting, get it. I'm cutting right to the basket, going. That's what Randall is, man. And then he's gonna pick up those offensive rebounds and then get it right back. Um, we missed RJ Barrett today. I can say we missed RJ Barrett because I think um I think James Harden doesn't get as much foul calls as he does if RJ Barrett defends him, because RJ has been pretty sound with his defense, and also James Harden is not an off-ball cutter. He's not a guy who I feared, so we miss RJ. Hopefully he comes back next game, and although he didn't do much in the few minutes that he did play, he was able to give us 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. So it seems like, even while he was sick, the RJ's coming back to life. We got Julius coming back to life. It seems like all the pistons are firing off at the right point for this Knicks team to get into a run. Where it takes us, I don't know. If we can sustain a couple of games, more than 2 games above 500, then that helps this team flourish.
Yeah, speaking of communication, I want to communicate to say hello to Worldwide L is in the chat. Salute to Lawrence is in the building. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you coming by and saying hello. Check them out at For the Love of the Game podcast down there and doing good things there. So salute to you. Thank you for coming in here. Maria says we need to improve. Next go Knicks. It was a good game. It was a great game, but we needed that win. But I think, like you said, I think good fortunes. I think I can see the Knicks winning 6 of the last 8 coming up, getting kicking well, playing well, moving in the right direction, and then we'll start feeling really good here. I mean, let's say before we'll see. They got Chicago, Denver, matinee game. Denver will be coming to New York early, and that's going to be interesting to see that. So we shall see there. Definitely, one of the great takeaway for tonight's game is that we keep shooting ourselves in the foot with these terrible third quarters. Yeah, though, especially that 6-0 run immediately starting there. But man, it was like I don't know. It's like I don't know what could have they done different to stop that 6-0 run to start there. Um,
No, like that was just part of the Nets being as fast paced as they are. But it wasn't the run that was concerning to me. Teams make runs. Like the game is a game of runs essentially. But what was worrying was while the Nets were making their run, were we able to make ours? And it wasn't that the Nets defensively just shut us down. It's just that we decided, like as a collective, everyone decided we're not gonna shoot the ball. We're just gonna wait till Julius Randle gets going. Until Julius Randle makes a couple points, then we're not going to shoot the ball. And that was what was worrying. And it wasn't something that had to do with whether we had a certain person on the floor or not. That was just the way the team decided to operate. We
but
just
hopefully, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sorry.
I was just saying, hopefully we look into different ways to get Julius Randle going. We know the way is to get other people going, but if we know different ways to get Julius Randle going, then it just opens up the game for us a lot more. I also want to take note, like this was the fastest pace I've ever seen this team play a game from first quarter to fourth quarter through and through. This was the fastest. We weren't even play. We never played this fast last year, and even coming into this year, we wanted to be a little faster. We have not played this fast until like maybe the Atlanta game, the last game we played, the Atlanta game. But then after that, it seemed like the starting unit really decided to take on that identity of a fast paced offense.
And that's showing that they're catching up to the modern NBA. And they actually played Brooklyn Nets style basketball on that fast pace. More offensive possession, and I think that's what Thibodeau envisioned when he wanted to imprint on team. They said they wanted to chuck a lot of threes, the analytics, shoot more threes, more offensive possession, and so forth. And we saw it, and it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad, other than like you said on Lawrence, the third quarter. That horrible start in the third quarter, but I think those kinks will work it out itself. And I like, and we lost we lost that the game on the floor, and it wasn't because the Knicks failed at it. We know why. We already rehashed it. All in all, a good spirited victory that excuse me, a loss that's going to propel them in a bunch of victories for the Knicks because they're going to come out pissed off. They're going to come out pissed off. They're going to come out. They did just enough, and they're going to say, well, we keep playing. We went toe to toe with this team, and they're gonna start getting. I'm telling you, 6 out of 8, or more or better, and I think they're gonna get going because they see something that's working. They see, they trust, their bench. They could trust not only their bench. They see Burks fits really well where he's at. You also see the body language on the court. Kemba Walker was a very 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 engaging, very encouraging to his teammates, exciting. And that also goes a long way. Maybe that helps him endear to the hearts of some of the players that didn't mesh, and goes a long way. And he's a pro. He's a pro's pro. He's a gentleman, and I think this is going to help the team gel, propel, and even though in a loss, sometimes you got to lose a battle to win a war. And I think the Knicks tonight might have lost a battle, and I think preparing themselves to get into winning a war. Chef Dan. With that said, let's call it a night. Let's give me your final thoughts before we get out of here. Everyone, give us almost 3 hours of their time.
Final thoughts. Man, I'm about to say something that's gonna piss you off a little. But bear with me. This this loss was kind of needed.
Okay, no, I could get it. I
Okay,
get it.
all right. The reason why I say that is because if you guys remember last year, the same thing happened. We tried playing them really tough. It came down to, you know what's funny? The same gray-haired referee that doesn't like Chris Paul, he is the same referee that has been refereeing all of our Brooklyn Nets games.
Make sure you keep an eye on that then.
Yes, I believe his name is Ken Mallory or something like that. And that same referee has been the same guy that Julius has been going off on consistently. Now, what I want to say, like, not just, not talking about the refs or anything, but just us going through that last year. You remember Julius, we had the play where he almost wanted to bounce it off Kyrie's head to, get
Yes,
get the shot up, all that thing. But we noticed that right after that, that ticked off the team. It really also ticked off Julius Randle. That really got Julius's engine going because the next game after the Nets, I believe, we had the Sixers and we played them very close as well. I believe that whenever we play the Nets and the game ends like this, and this has been happening now 2 years in a row, controversial endings versus the Nets. It I don't know, something about that. It turns the gears on Julius's head and it propels him. We just saw Julius Randle of last year, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm looking forward to more of it. Way more of it. Chicago, you're next.
there you go. With that said, I want to thank everyone in the chat that joined us. Everyone, thank you up and down in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hitting that like. Thank you for those new subscribers. We're 100 away from 2K, 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I appreciate everyone in the evening. Those who are baseball fans that love the baseball, we're gonna have tomorrow our program here. The Bombers strike back. Free agent MLB free agent tracker, New York Yankees, Mets, and all the baseball news and notes. A lot of baseball news, a lot of action has happened. We'll discuss it with myself, Keel, um, Z, and a couple more panelists that would be invited that said they're coming on, and I'm gonna try to see if I get someone on also as well. Stay tuned. Join us tomorrow. And from me to Chef Dan saying, I hope you guys enjoyed the watch along and not the outcome, but we'll see you tomorrow night from the Return of the Knicks podcast, and we'll see you again.